My sounds, please.
Sacramento. Sactown Sports 1140.
Carmichael sounds.
Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Hey, I had sense.
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
On Sactown Sports 1140.
And you missed the post, Jason. Good morning.
Were those turkeys?
Those were turkeys because we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. It's right around the corner.
Those, there was a distinct sound from those. Those are Toronto turkeys.
They are Toronto turkeys. Yes, they are.
Like.
Jason, everyone thinks you're such a sweet guy.
That's cute.
Little do they know.
Jab, body blow.
Right hook. Uppercut.
He's heating up.
You tell jokes in the front row of life. I love you for it. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 31, day 8. I'm a non-smoker. I'm logging in my food.
Was that overnight oats?
Overnight oats.
That's a really small mason jar of overnight oats.
I've learned this through the because I've had overnight oats before. That is filling. It's incredibly filling.
Well, that's good.
I've tried like bigger jugs.
Tastes great. Less filling.
It's okay. It could be better.
Wow, you're selling
it's
not
not
terrible.
No beets.
There are no beets. It's not horrible. I had a turkey breast for dinner. Little turkey tenderloins. Fed the whole family. It was like $6 at Winco. These two little breast tenderloins, you throw them in the oven. It was good.
Nice.
It was everything I wanted the chicken breast to be, but for some reason, I don't know how to cook chicken breast. I consider myself
I don't buy that. For the amount of time you cook and barbecue, you can't do it? You pull it off?
Everyone's got weaknesses, dude. Bobby Flay is a super chef, celebrity chef. He's Iron Chef, whatever you want to call him. He can't figure out saran wrap for the life of him. He just can't. Cellophane and him are not friends. I can't, though I've tried. I just can't do chicken breast. It ends up, occasionally I'll do chicken breast fine. 90% of the time it ends up being chicken gum. It just is chewy and lame. And before you get started typing, everyone, and I love you, brined it, chicken broth. I've Instapotted it, pressure cooker. I have steamed it. I, of course, have barbecued it. I've smoked it, not like a cigarette, but you know, that'd be weird. I've oven baked it.
Did you smack it up, flip it up,
rubbed it up and down?
Oh no!
Just I don't know, and maybe it's because I get cheap chicken breasts instead of Foster Farms or whatever.
Yeah, you want quality.
Yeah, I get the Winco special with the they have like the cage-free chickens. Mine are cage, all
and
cage.
They're expensive.
Yes, they're literally all stuffed in a cage. Okay, everyone's freaking out about did we fix that in there? By the way, yeah, we did. Okay, good. So you missed the best segment of the week.
Yeah,
just now. Jay asked me before the show. I said, let's save it for now. We should be unblocking Chris today, right? Chris Guerrero. I feel like today's, I got turned down yesterday. I even just, I had some time yesterday because that's what I do now. I have time. I'm a non-smoker. All I have is time now. I'm doing things. I'm accomplishing goals. I actually took a moment and I tuned into what I imagine is a recent episode of the Chris Guerrero. I don't know what it's called. The Tales of Chris Guerrero, and I've got about 57 seconds here of YouTube Gold for you. That he's talking to another gentleman.
Yes,
this is the beginning of the show, and they're trying to figure out the screen name.
That one.
Well, the guy's laughing.
Yeah. HOLWACHAGOT. Oh, take the T out. All right. Hold on. I got it. I don't care what it is, but the other one's got the T down. All right. Here we go. Edit name. Whole. There we go. All right. That one. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Baby daddy's laughing on the airplane.
What did he say? Saber Daddy's laughing on the airplane?
Yes, I think that's what he said.
I think that's what matters.
You posted that yesterday. I was one of the views.
Were you one of the views?
Got to see Chris's show. That's what I saw of it.
Listen, man, good for Chris going out there, getting a show going. 1,151 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're helping him.
I am, because he always says he promotes our show,
which we appreciate.
So, so what is the verdict here, Jay Mars, since you're the gatekeeper? He's saying we can't unblock Chris. Why can't? Come on, he served his time. No, we're just keeping it. Jay just wants to keep him. Jay's the one.
There's no parole.
Wow. And Jay's the one that's always up our, you know what? Oh, we need view, thumbs up and algorithms. And Chris is there every morning. I mean, listen, yeah, is Chris like
well, maybe he's still there. He just
can't get in.
Yeah. He's knocking at the door and we're not letting him in.
Is Chris like the show chat's version of like psoriasis? Yes. I admit. Is the dandruff of this show's scalp. But he is loyal, and he is there every day.
Like dandruff.
He's probably not listening much to the show itself, but he's in there to make wacky comments and provide entertainment some of the time.
Right.
So I admit that I consider one of my very few pluses to be that I'm a loyal person. I find myself a little loyal, but I'm only, like I said yesterday, this is not a showtatorship. This is a showocracy. And if I am outvoted, which I was really out, I was merely 33% of the vote yesterday.
Yes.
Then I guess we'll just live with that. Chet Holmgren's not going to play this year. And I guess Chris Guerrero is permanently banned from the chat because he promoted his show.
Well, and then he went a little farther, right, with you on direct message.
Yeah, but I mean, it didn't hurt
because you originated the ban.
I thought it was it's like it's like if I am the judge, I sentence somebody to contempt in court and they had to spend the night in jail, and then overnight, the bailiff and the magistrate and whatever were like, oh, on appeal, death sentence. I'm like, wait, what? And Jay's thumbs upping. I was like, dude, he was in contempt of court for a day. It's not jeez.
Tough judge.
You guys are acting like he had top secret classified documents in his house or something. Do we have to be that harsh? From the 209, this morning show has helped Leland and Chris Guerrero start YouTube shows. Great job, gentlemen. They have a coaching tree for coaches. I feel like we should have a show tree.
Yes.
Oh, my God. A show tree off of this show would actually be pretty amazing. There are a lot of some I don't want to talk about, some that I want to forget, but there are some offshoots. There are some offshoots to their show tree, and rolling. If you and I both have, oh my God, how would that work? Because I'm technically off of your show tree. If you really think about it, you and Steve Buzzard are at the top of my show tree, and then there's me. I think about 85% of the radio shows in this town come off that tree. Anyway, I got nothing else.
Is it?
I'm spooked. I don't want to go on some giant rant for a while.
For a while. I thought you were bringing in the beats today.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's okay.
I brought in.
Okay.
You're not sad?
No.
I don't want you to dread the beats.
I am dreading. I don't prefer them.
Beats by Dave.
Yeah.
No. And I also don't want to
I don't have high expectations. Let's put it that way for this. I'm not a fan.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. So
yes.
I'll either be pleasantly surprised or I'll go, I don't really care for him.
That is kind of how I went into Maverick. Kind of the same way you're going into the Beats.
Maverick was good.
Maverick was great. I also think part of the reason why I thought Maverick was so great is that my expectations were bottom.
But you'd already heard that it was good.
I had, but a lot of time, people.
Because sometimes it goes the other way. Like, everybody said this was good.
It sucks.
It's not as good as everyone says.
Well, almost every single Coen Brothers movie to me. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, the Coen Brothers did it again. They hit it out of the park with No Country for something, whatever's. And then I watch and I'm like, what? And it's pretty. I don't get it. Did the guy die? And then the end, it just ended with him taking a leak and then music played. Oscar. What? The Coen brothers are the Radiohead of movies. They've got these groups of they are. They're almost religious about it. Like Coen brothers could put out a movie about riding a toboggan.
Cool Runnings.
Not
quite.
Just riding a toboggan and with certain help and cinematography and music.
Toboggan.
The toboggan. People
last time you said that word.
Oh my God. I think when I was 6. But I guarantee you they'd be like, oh my God. You go. Time to talk about my good friends at American Energy right now. Wow. Right now. Right here. Right now. It's the last day. It's the last day of this offer I've been talking about for a few days. $2,500 off a new HVAC home system installation with 0% financing and payment plan options available. There's no reason to keep putting off making your home a place of comfort for you and your fam. Offer expires today. So maybe not wait, okay? Maybe call them. They're local. They've been serving you since 1981. That means they do good stuff because you're not lasting, come on. You're going to be around for whatever that is. 91, 11, 41 years. If you suck, which they do not, well, I guess they technically do. They suck the heat out of your house and replace it with comfortable, cool air. Hey, trademark. Go to AmericanEnergyAir.com or call them at 916-520-9990. It's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. That's AmericanEnergyAir.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent ya. The A's and Giants played. John Wall with some very personal revelations. Serena back up tonight. And we'll lead off with breaking news. It's leading off that.
You ask for more 49ers coverage, and Sactown Sports 1140 listen.
Let's go, Niner gang!
Get all the latest 49ers news and notes online at SactownSports.com. Plus, make sure to follow us on IG at Sactown1140 for Emil Fergoso's live post-game show following every game.
That is what we expect.
Your home for the most 49ers coverage in Sacramento. Sactown Sports 1140.
Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
Let's do it.
It's time for Leading Off.
Brought to you by Lasher's Elk Grove Dodge, where for over 60 years, their name means a great deal in Elk Grove Auto Mall and online at elkgrovedodge.com. Here's cut number 1.
And the 0-1 pitch. It's one on and thing. And the Giants lose to the Padres. I'm playing the clip. FYI. But I decided on the fly to do my own highlight because it's not playing. I guess we'll fix it. I'm playing it again. It's not. Oh, he's coming. Ooh, he's coming in here.
Is it on you?
Is it on me?
Let's see.
Hold on. Okay, if this works, though, it's not on me, by the way.
2-1 pitch is popped up. Foul ground, first base. Drury over behind the coach's box. He will make the two-handed catch, and the ball game is over. Nick Martinez gives up the 2-run homer to Jock Peterson in the bottom of the 9th inning.
I can't be expected to know how. I'm not an engineer.
The official ruling is error
Wow.
on the host.
E1? Wow.
E1.
I mean, that's some high-level
First of the day.
engineering. Getting the bully ready.
75th of the year.
Well, that's an unearned run.
A new record.
The Giants lost to the Padres.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they out?
Yeah.
Are they?
They've been out since April.
Oh, what a year, though.
They've been out
Aren't we all
since
Giants?
March. Yeah. We're all Giants.
Hum baby.
Yeah, hum baby. Roger Craig's still with us. I just like
Yes.
throwing that out every once in a while. Roger Craig and Angela Lansbury still with us.
Do they know each other?
I know. I hope so. The Giants are
E2.
29 games out of first place. They are tied with the Diamondbacks.
How many out of first?
29.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 29.
So wait, if the Dodgers lose out,
yeah,
and the Giants win out,
yep.
come on,
Probably
it's almost that easy.
Then they would probably be second to the Padres, unfortunately. The good news is they're just 9.5 back of the wild card.
Oh, that is good news.
Yeah, it's super good news. So,
They'll
yeah.
catch him by game 385.
Also, breaking news: Chris has been unblocked. Thanks to
And there he is.
Yeah, he's there. No, you got to change your name. There's no, and Chris, it's not just for you. There's no advertising in your screen name. All right. So just to be fair, if Zebra shows up tomorrow and it's Zebra loves me some Snickers. No, you're not advertising Snickers in your screen. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just it's not us. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
Because then we got to pay. And,
right.
The whole thing. Anyways, Giants lose. The A's won.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yays.
I will say, yays. The one thing that actually, because none of this matters, the one thing that did actually matter yesterday is there was a request in court to recirculate and redo the environmental report when it came to Howard Terminal. It would have likely killed, it was a long shot, but would have likely killed the deal. And the judge came out, and it was basically a rout in favor of the A's and the Howard Terminal folks.
Okay.
The judge smacked everything down. Weirdly, I read it. Weirdly enough, the only thing the judge said there was a point on was like wind protection or something about the wind direction and protection and how the wind was going to be affected and affected the environment from this, which of all the things that could have been found wrong, that's like the easiest one apparently for them to build around. So very, very good news. That was the biggest win of the day for the A's. It's not binding. They're not there. It's not done, but they continue to knock down hurdle after hurdle and really seem like they're going to land on this Howard Terminal thing.
Okay. Good.
Which I wish was contingent on John Fisher selling.
Yeah. Well,
Number 2.
Cut number 2.
I really wanted to spend more time at home and working on my spiritual life, and that was really important to me. So, it's like Serena 2.0. I'm still going to get crazy. I'm still going to be intense. I'll still be around.
Serena Williams 2.0.
They're rooting for her.
They are. Who couldn't root? Who's not rooting? I guess who's not rooting for Serena Williams? The mom and dad of whoever she's playing.
That's right.
I think that's fair to say. And by the way, maybe even they are kind of like, well, our kid will be back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go Serena. Yeah. Serena Williams plays again tonight. This is where it gets interesting because she should lose. This should be the end of her run right here. She should be, when we come in tomorrow, we should be playing audio of her blowing kisses to the crowd in Flushing, New York, and doing semi-teary interviews talking about the unique relationship she has had and how unique the relationship is with the New York fans. And really, I think probably, with apologies to Wimbledon, nobody has a relationship with the French Open because, France.
Right.
Australian Open happens at like 4 a.m. Nobody cares. Wimbledon and the U.S. Open. I think even more than Wimbledon for her, the U.S. Open, there's that connection there.
But to your point, if she does win tonight,
then it's on.
It is on because she'll beat the 2 seed. She'll now have won twice. She'll obviously be in some form of rhythm. There is something about everyone there rooting for her that can carry you a little bit too. And also, she's really talented still. So.
Well, to your point, this is one of those places where the crowd really does help.
Yes.
Because you are just a person, and it's not a team. It's one of those things that's like boxing. Like there's just you. And that can really lift you up, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm also looking through results yesterday. I should have them just right in front of me. I'm looking through them because, let's see, number 6 won, number 16 lost, but there were a couple. I want to say there were a couple of big seeds that went down yesterday. The number 1 women's seed, this is why Serena's so important. The number 1 women's seed, the United States Open, is Iga Swiatek, who I'm sure I'm hammering her name, and I apologize. I don't mean any disrespect. That is literally the first time I've even seen that name, much less heard it, much less said it. I've never heard of that name in my entire life, yet that's your number 1 seed. Now, Carmichael Dave is not the arbiter of what is or isn't popular, but I have a feeling I'm not alone there. Also, Venus Williams was knocked out yesterday. So there were some other big names that were knocked out. Naomi Osaka was knocked out in straight sets as well by Danielle Collins. So some of that field is opening up a little bit, but you're right. It's Serena Williams tonight. Obviously, that's got to be a center court situation. And that will be at, it's at 4 o'clock our time, right there in East Coast prime time. Yeah, so we're all there for that. Number 3.
Cut number 3.
Wall on Hield, slithers left, spins right, shoots, and gets it to roll in.
So, John Wall in the news yesterday, and I want to talk about this a little bit later.
Yeah, this is scary.
It really is, and I think it's something worth talking about. Now, are we going to get into No, let's say this. Let me tell you what the conversation was about. He was having a conversation. He's now with the Clippers, and he discussed his recent past. It was at a dedication for a garden earlier this month for his late mother at the Salvation Army in Raleigh, North Carolina. And he talked about last year, amongst other things, he said he considered taking his own life during a time over the last 3 years when he was dealing with a torn Achilles and the deaths of family members at the height of COVID-19. He's played just 40 games over the last 3 years and has obviously bounced around a little bit. John was very open, and there's a lot to get to here, including perspective and how important it is, and also just how scary that can be and how scary that is, not just for John Wall, but people that deal with that each and every day. The Giants miss Buster Posey, and Buster Posey misses the Giants. He spoke about that yesterday. We have it next.
The start of the NFL season is upon us, and Sactown Sports 1140 has all your coverage.
Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and of course, all the NFL action every Sunday.
Your home for the NFL all season long. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by the Roseville Auto Mall.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Your Wednesday forecast starts out nice and cool, but into the afternoon, we are going to run a little warmer than yesterday. Plan for highs around the valley floor, 98 to 101. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It only comes once a year. The spectacular Labor Day sales event at the Roseville Auto Mall. We've got thousands of vehicles to choose from, and they're all on sale. Don't miss out on the savings. It's the Labor Day sale at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. You know, it's amazing how the housing market has shifted so quickly over the last few months, and having the right mortgage company on your side is crucial in this ever-changing market. We've got just that lender. Of course, it's my guy Shelby at United Wholesale Lending. You can check him out at refinancewithshelby.com. Shelby's team, well known in the real estate market, from real estate agents, title companies, appraisal companies. That makes all the difference. United Wholesale Lending will even get your offer fully underwritten and approved up front so you can compete with the cash offers. They're local, fast, and competitive. Even with rates rising slightly from their record lows. There's been an increase in inventory. The market is shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Buyers now have the opportunity to shop for the home that's right for them instead of settling for what was available. The team at United Wholesale Lending could pre-approve you over the phone in under 15 minutes without even running your credit. RefinanceWithShelby.com. That's RefinanceWithShelby.com. NLS number 279051, BRE number 01864354.
When there is trouble in the bedroom, it can hurt more than just your confidence. It can hurt your marriage or dating life. Not knowing if you'll be able to perform at any moment doesn't help either. Pacific Men's Clinic can help. Go to the clinic that specializes in one thing, making your love life the best it can be by solving the problem at its source. Pacific Men's Clinic's non-invasive procedure. It's safe and pain-free. Call 916-545-7577 for your free consultation now. That's 916-545-7577.
I'm sure you've heard the phrase, let Safe Credit Union put you first. Well, that phrase is honest, genuine, and sincere. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa for Safe Credit Union. At Safe, you're not a number. You are part of a member-owned, community-focused family. Explore the benefits of saving, borrowing, and investing with a partner who puts you first. Safe Credit Union is insured by NCUA.
Celebrate the crowning of the NTT IndyCar Series champion at the season finale Firestone Grand Prix of Monterey at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, September 9th through 11th. International athletes hitting 180 miles per hour as they roar by. Experience autograph sessions, Ferris wheel, go-karts, and delicious Monterey cuisine. And don't miss IndyCars descending the famous corkscrew at astounding speed and accuracy. Tickets are on sale at WeatherTechRaceway.com. Don't miss IndyCar racing and the season finale, September 9th through 11th. It's the fastest action in America.
Your back-to-back Big Sky champion Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 season this Saturday, September 3rd against Utah Tech. Saturday is also Kids Day at Hornet Stadium with fun and games for kids of all ages, and stick around after the game for post-game fireworks. Don't miss the excitement of Sacramento State football this season. Kickoff Saturday at 7:30. Get your tickets now at hornetsports.com. That's hornetsports.com. Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
You know they've been here for a combined 50 years. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports 1140.
It was actually an interesting conversation with Jason and I were having off the air. This is true. Like, I have been, that beat messed with me. So I've been taking advantage because, you know, I'm basically pinnacle of health now.
Yes.
Right. And I've been taking advantage of the workout machine. We have the very expensive workout machine that became a clothes hanger, basically.
This isn't the bike, the Pilates.
No, this is not the bike. This is the it's called a tonal machine. It's one of those where like they tell you what to do and you do it. So not even doing the like hardcore. They're beginning and intermediate tops, right? Worked out for 3 days, a whole 3 days. And it's just like, you know, normal, like, hey, do the bench press, there's something I did called skull crushers. I don't know. Yeah, you bring down the weights here to your ears, and then you go up.
And you crush your skull.
Pretty much crush my skull, and that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm a big fan of crushing skulls, but I will say this. For somebody who has not done a ton of physical activity for a while, the whole thing I hear all the time from people that are all Jimmy, they're like, I feel so great. I've got a ton of energy. I feel unstoppable. That's BS. I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
My back hurts. My sciatica kicked back in. It's going down my left butt cheek. I might need Tommy John on my left shoulder. It's a weird pain deep in my shoulder that
it's like a waiting game.
Yeah, it's a waiting game at this point. Every muscle, my boobs are sore. Pecs. They're boobs right now. Yeah. What is... At what point, in what world is this how you want to feel? When I didn't do anything, when I was just couching it, playing Call of Duty, whatever, felt great.
Yeah.
Didn't have any issues.
No soreness.
Oh, you're going to live longer.
In pain.
Do you really live longer, or does it just seem longer, Jason? the Giants are living without Buster Posey. Hey, now. And he misses that. He was on our friends Murph and Mac over at KMBR yesterday, I believe. And I'll quote what he said about what he misses the most. It's probably not what I expected. And I don't know how many people would even have this answer. Maybe it speaks to how strange of a person I am, but I kind of miss the grind. I like working out. Okay. I miss the physicality of it. I miss a little bit of the pain, as weird as that is. I don't know. There's rewarding to go out and be able to work through stuff that hurt and feel like, wow, is this quote like specifically set up?
It's targeted for you.
Wow. It was rewarding to go out and be able to work through stuff that hurts and to feel like you could still do a job. So, yeah, again, that's probably a strange answer and probably one that not many people have. But I think it's probably why I was a catcher.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense in the sense that I'm not necessarily like makes sense because it's easy to identify with, especially since I was just whining about working out on my tonal. But you can kind of, I get it. Like when you think about it, whether it's Buster Posey or whomever, you're talking about a guy who has been playing baseball. He's 35, right? He's been playing baseball probably since he was 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably 29 years. Was the star of his little league team growing
every
up.
level, yeah.
Every level. Goes to Florida State University. He's a shortstop. He's a relief pitcher, works his way into catching, blah, blah, blah. He gets picked early in the draft, has a 12-year career, 3 championships, broke his leg against Florida and changed the rule because of it, the whole thing. And now he's 35 years old. He's made, $100+ million. He's set for life. Now what do you do?
Yeah.
What's the second call?
What do you do to fill that void? Like, that's a very specific void, he said. Like, most of the time, what do we hear? I miss the guys. I miss the fellas. I miss the locker room. I miss the camaraderie, whatever that. And you could totally understand that.
Sure.
But Buster's talking about, okay, it's 4th game in a row I'm catching, and yeah, my knee's hurt. I'm in pain. My back's hurting me, but I'm playing, and I'm figuring out how to get through all that grind. Well, I don't think he has that now.
He doesn't have that.
So you can't replicate that. Now, I'm sure he's active in doing things. He's got young kids. He chose this path, but it's interesting. That's what he misses. And plus, that sport is so challenging. There's so much failure in baseball that you can never master it. Obviously, you get to the highest of levels, but man, he misses it. Misses that part of it.
There's one team that wins a championship every year.
Yeah.
If you fail 70% of the time, you're doing amazing. When you hit,
right,
and I think it is for Buster. It's finding that challenge. Is it taking the kids to school, just not cutting it? So he needs to farm or something. Yeah. Like you got to find. I think that's why a lot of these. We're going to talk about this a little bit. We're going to tie this weirdly enough together with John Wall later, because I do think there's a common thread. Some we understand, some we don't. I would love nothing more. Buster Posey's actually a little younger than I am. Oh my God. If I was living the rest of my life and I'm generationally rich, yeah, give it to me, please. Don't isolate that. But also it's got to be intimidating knowing I have already done the first line in my obituary. Whenever I die, I've already done the most important thing I'm ever going to do in a public environment. What's my second act? What do I spend the rest of my life doing? Am I just going to take up golf and drive the golf cart to the clubhouse and meet the guys for the Wednesday gambling? Dude, that sounds amazing to me. That sounds amazing to me. I love you guys. I'd love to be here. Would I rather be up at Winchester playing for $5 with old Smokey and Billy and Johnny? Yes. Tomorrow, probably next week, definitely next month. But what about in March?
Right.
What about in May?
Yeah. Is it still enjoyable? I mean, golf is enjoyable, but now that's your routine.
I dreamt my entire life about being playing for the Sacramento Kings. And then when I realized that wasn't going to happen, covering the Kings. And I still remember the very first day I had a credential and was able to go to a game. And I looked at at Arco and I went, I'm getting paid to do this. This is the most pinnacle moment. It's never going to get better. And now I find there's times where it's like, hey, I know I got to go to the game, but how could you possibly not want to go to a Kings game for free with a pass and get paid to do it? Well, because that's what happens. So I think it's like, it does not matter how great someone might think it is on the outside. When it becomes the thing eventually has downsides to it.
Yes. And people do that in whether they relate that to money, to we've seen it with spouses or significant. Oh, you're married to that supermodel. How 100%. Could you ever divorce them?
How would you never cheat on them?
It's life.
It is life. It's human nature. And the same listen, anyone who's been married a long time knows this. I've been married my wife for 15 years. I know this. The same feelings I got those first few months, not now, because you go through things. Some of it's great. Some of it's bonding. Most of it's bonding. Some of it's anyone who's been married for 15 years and you start out a certain way has walked into that bathroom accidentally on a Sunday morning after your spouse and went, oh God, okay. That's marriage.
Right.
That's what it is.
It's what you signed up for.
It's what you signed up for. And in Buster's case, much like John Wall's case, obviously they're handling them differently and there's no right or wrong, but you have these habitual people that have done the thing their entire life. They have not only done the thing well, but the adulation from the crowds, the autograph seekers, the kids that want the shoes signed, the shoe reps, and the God knows what, the women throwing themselves at you, whatever it is that is your thing, you've had that your whole life. And in John Wall's case and in Buster Posey's case, different parts of the country.
Right.
But I'll bet you in both cases over the last 12 months, they found themselves on a porch. They found themselves in a bedroom, in a living room with the TV on. They can't hear it because they're tuned out thinking about playing their sport. And it is an incredibly lonely feeling. And I think a very scary feeling for both these guys.
Yeah. And in different situations here, but you're right. I mean, think about, and like you said, we'll talk about it in a little bit more detail later with John Wall, but to get to that level is frightening. And then others, just miss what they had before, which is, I think, natural.
I think it is natural.
Yeah.
This is a conversation as we go to break that I think it'd be really interesting to actually bring Kenny Thomas in on this one. I think Kenny is a really good example and would be able to, and would be open enough to communicate. He's not John Wall and he's not Buster Posey, but what Kenny is a guy who made the better part of $100 million in his career, had a decent length career, and then ever since has done nothing but business stuff. He's bought restaurants and does bottled water, and I don't even know half the stuff Kenny's into. And he's the nicest guy in the world, and he's had some successes and he's had some failures. But I think it would be really interesting to talk to Kenny and talk to him about that fear and how many athletes like Kenny, like John, like Buster. Well, John's a little bit different because he's active, but how many of them need to find something?
Right.
Kenny, I guarantee if I said, Kenny, why don't you just go to Sandals for the rest of your life and drink Mai Tais? Not an option for Kenny. He just didn't want to do it.
Get tired of it.
He'd probably have as much or more money if he just did that now. We got to bring him on. I'll tell you one thing he could have done. He could have stayed home and he could have had fun. Maybe he is for Labor Day. Because there's a huge Labor Day sale going on right now over at my friends, Amy's Outdoor Living. I've been going to this place since I was a kiddo with my dad. There is something about family owned and operated. You know it. There's something about supporting local. There's something about family owned and operated. It does not get more local. It does not get more family than Amy's Outdoor Living. El Camino near Watt, right by Sam's. Not Sam's Club. If you're local, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Sam's Hofbrau. It's right there. You can even save on a new Traeger grill. That's what I did. If you've been thinking it's just too hot to cook out, you really need a Traeger because you can set the temperature right from your phone, but whatever you're grilling on and the Traeger does the rest. Seriously, think about this. You're in your air-conditioned house, right? You have whatever slab of meat thing you want to cook. You start the Traeger from your phone. You go out. Oh, my God, it's so hot. Dump the meat on the stupid grill, go back inside, and then, hour, 2, 3, whatever the cut of meat is, beat him a boop, beat him a boop. Your meat's ready, son. Go get your meat, let it rest, and you're in heaven. You didn't have to sweat one bit. Wi-Fi technology, D2 grill controller, pellet sensor, super smoke mode, more. That one's for Chris Guerrero. Right now, you can save $300 off the Timberline Generation 1 850 and 1300, $150 off the Ironwood 650, and $100 off the Pro 575. Why not upgrade the rest of your backyard? A new dining set, seating, umbrella, new fire pit. Just sit around at night and take advantage of Amy's Outdoor Living's best prices of the year. Do what I did. Don't wait. Labor Day sale's on right now. Hurry in for the best selection. Amy's Outdoor Living, El Camino near Watt. Tell me good buddy Carmichael Dave sent you. We've all been friend zoned. Everyone but Jay, of course. That's never happened. But most of us have been friend zoned. But this guy got friend zoned and launched a rally with the Brewers in Milwaukee. We'll tell you next.
Sactown Sports 1140 is your home of the Las Vegas Raiders for the 2022 NFL season.
Tune your dial to 1140 for all Raiders games.
Plus, you can listen online at SactownSports.com and on the Sactown Sports 1140 app.
It's true, the best new cars make the best used cars. That's why you'll always find a great selection of Honda certified pre-owned vehicles at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. Trade up to a car you'll love. We have a great selection of one-owner, low-mile vehicles you can drive home today. When you take the time to shop at Folsom Lake Honda, there's one thing you'll always find. Happy people ready to serve you. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned certified cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our certified cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave from my good friends at American Energy, and now's the time to replace your system, and you can get $2,500 off on a new HVAC home system installation, 0% financing, and payment plan options available. There's no reason to keep putting off making your home a place of comfort for you and your family. Offer expires 8/31. Don't wait. Call today, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990, or go to AmericanEnergyAir.com, your second opinion partner.
The PGA Tour is back in Napa Valley with the Fortinet Championship, where fans experience every kind of cheers. Join us September 15th through the 18th at Silverado Resort and Spa for 4 days of world-class golf, Napa hospitality, and 2 nights of unforgettable performances featuring multi-platinum superstar Cole Swindell and Grammy-nominated powerhouse One Republic, all included with your daily ticket. Join Fortinet, Silicon Valley's leader in cybersecurity, at the Fortinet Championship. Secure your tickets now at FortinetChampionship.com.
Billy Currington is coming back to SAC with Jiffy Lube's Country in the Park, too. And he's bringing some friends, Russell Dickerson, and more. September 24th at Heart Health Park in Cal Expo. Tickets start at just $35, or upgrade your experience to the All Access Pass for $100. Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 24th at Heart Health Park with Hub Home Services. Get your tickets and more info at SactownSports.com.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
The only local sports show in the morning.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Let's acknowledge first that we realize that sometimes things that happen at games, especially basketball, but baseball too, they're set up by the in-house entertainment.
Yeah, game ops.
Clever. Especially when you don't know for sure if it's set up.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'd say 8 out of 10 times when you see like a marriage proposal go bad.
Yeah.
And like the girl is like wildly gesticulating. No. And then she like turns and makes out with the Laker fan.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably made up.
Yeah. Someone eating a big tub of mayonnaise.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably made up, and it's not mayonnaise. Although I don't know what substance you could put in there that looks like mayonnaise that would actually be better. Like, would you rather
whipped cream?
Does whipped cream look like me? I guess so, huh?
I
It's
mean,
a little whiter.
Yeah.
Which would you rather do? Would you rather be filmed? You have to take like 2 full spoonfuls out of a tub of actual mayonnaise, or if it was sour cream.
Probably the mayonnaise, I guess.
I feel like it would be sour cream for me. Okay.
I don't know.
Or Greek yogurt, like, but plain. You could probably do vanilla flavored Greek yogurt. Okay, isn't that the winner?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad we
The
saw
winner.
The winner is vanilla Greek yogurt. So in Milwaukee, where nothing goes on anyways, ever, something terrible happened. Now, you'll see this on the screen many times if you go to a ball game. It'll be like, happy birthday, Jason. Many more.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, here's to Jay and Russell on a 15 years of blissful marriage. I don't know, whatever it may be. Whatever the message is. So someone decided to send this to Mark. Who's Mark? I don't know, but he's hiding because the message says, Mark, your friendship means the world to me. Let's not wreck it. Now, if you don't know what the friend zone is, Oxford defines it as a situation in which a friendship exists between two people, one of whom has an unreciprocated romantic and or physical interest in the other. A screenshot of the message was tweeted out by the Brewers social media account, along with a comment from Christian Yelich, who claims the team saw the message and agreed to win one for Mark.
Yeah.
Down 2 in the 8th inning, the dugout looked up, saw this, and said, let's win one for Mark. We got you, man. Milwaukee scored 2 in the 8th to tie the game against the Pirates and won it in the 9th with a walk-off home run.
How did that do for Mark, you think? Did that pick up his spirits?
Yeah, like, do you think Mark's like, well,
I had a terrible day.
She turned me down in front of everyone.
But my team won.
With a
late game rally dedicated to me.
I think it would be hilarious if Mark's not even a Brewers fan. He just goes for the food. But yeah, like,
that is very okay. So back to your opening statement. Yeah. Is this a setup?
100%.
100%? You went 80% earlier.
91%.
Okay.
It's grown. Because first off, why would you just text? Why would you not text the guy?
Yeah. Why are you making that a public statement?
Do you need to publicly shame this feller into like, sorry, dude, because guess what? Your friendship is now probably wrecked too, if that's a real thing. Secondly, I want to know more about Mark and this girl. Maybe Mark's the catch. Maybe she's missing. Poor Mark. I'd sit him down because he's probably upset right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, there's a great 90s poet that once said, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers, Mark. Might want to take a step back.
Yeah.
By Prophet Garth Brooks. I think it's set up. I'm fine with it. Also, the fact that Christian Yelich was that in on it.
That ready to have a quote attached to it when went for Mark.
Well, friend zone is so dumb. There shouldn't be a friend zone.
Were you on the proposals at games?
I think about 80% of them are made up. I think you can, but I
mean, just the act. The ones that aren't. Oh. I mean, I find myself like, I go, oh, really? You chose the game? But then I'm always happy when they say, yeah. Like, no one's like, boo.
Every once in a while when we go through a landmine of things to talk about, you're going to land on one that I have no choice but to be honest, but it really reveals what type of a human I am. I hate them so much.
No,
I honestly root for divorce. If they get a proposal,
how about just a no?
No, I want them to say yes so that because I know that odds. I would like to see statistics of all the people that have gotten married following public proposals at sporting events and other things.
Yeah.
I'll bet you it's 95% divorce rate. Hey,
there's no facts behind that.
I don't think there are, but I'll bet you I'm close. Like, hey, everyone.
Yes.
I'm going to ask her to marry me and I'd like you to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put undue pressure on this individual I've been dating.
Hey, Section 212, be quiet.
Right.
Why are the cameras on up here?
It's not the way to do it. And then, of course, she's going to say, first off, half of them say yes and then say no on the ride home.
Yeah, a lot of them are covering their mouths.
Right.
I think, are they saying, because we can only see the video, why did you ask me here?
Why am I here? I don't even like baseball. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're getting on your, oh, no, don't. Okay.
The floor's dirty.
Would you marry me? Yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
on
great.
camera.
We go. And then you go,
Let's go celebrate this somewhere else. It's a no.
I will bet you 20. Okay, since we're throwing stats out that mean nothing, I'll bet you 20 to 30%. 20 to 30% of stadium proposals that are said yes to, okay, 20 to 30% of them break up within 24 hours because it comes out after and she goes, nah, listen, I just didn't want to embarrass you or me. And then they start talking, well, then where's the relationship really going? Well, I don't want to marry you. If you don't want to marry me, there's nobody. And then they break up. I'll bet you 30%.
Okay.
30% break up within 24 hours. 80%, if not 90%, result in divorce if they do follow through on the marriage. There's no point. There's only one acceptable, and by the way, they're almost all set up by game ops people anyways. Mm-hmm. There's only one really, to me, acceptable. It's not a marriage proposal, but there's one event at a sporting event that I can't get enough of and will never be faked because people will go to hell, and that is military reunions.
Oh, yeah. Cry every time.
I cry every time.
Every time.
Does not matter. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It could be, actually, it would probably get me worse. I cried actual tears once. Like, I'm outside by myself at home back when I used to smoke. Now, puffing away, looking on YouTube. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. And then, la, la, la. The music starts. Yeah. It's a dog that's been serving in Iraq that had its little dog fatigues on.
Yeah.
And is coming home. And they had the dog caretaker in the army or whatever. And then the dog families at home, and they're like, "Come here, Fifi," or whatever. It wasn't Fifi. And the dog immediately, and then the music's crescendoing. I'm proud to be in America. Or no, it wasn't that. It was what was the Ray Charles? America the Beautiful, right? The dog, bark, and it runs into the arms. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the dog in America. It's a patriot. It's a patriot dog.
How about this thought from Big Red in Reno? What if the military reunion includes a
marriage proposal? I mean,
that's not a no. Those work.
Yeah, I listen.
Still tears.
Yes, still tears, and I'm okay with it.
And I like when they've done it creatively. Like there's that thing at the arena where hot, cold, and you're getting closer to you're trying to find Slamson, but then they find the person and it's and then
that's
you
fine.
found, and then I'm like, oh God.
I can't just
you
do a gender reveal with your 21 gun. They shoot the gun, and the smoke that comes out's blue. It's another thing. We got to go, but gender reveals can also shampoo something low. That thing, those are terrible, dude. We'll take a break. Get out of here with your dumb gender reveal.
Shampoo something low.
Jon Gruden speaks on his emails, which apparently don't put him in the best light, according to this. We've got the story, and I have a twist for you. On this. I have a twist coming up right after this marriage proposal.
Live and past broadcasts of the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross and Cattles and Rami.
Interviews, podcasts, and more.
They all live on the Sactown Sports 1140 app. Download the app now in the App Store and Google Play.
Now, local businesses can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSconnect.com/local. Specific markets, restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Your back-to-back Big Sky champion Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 season this Saturday, September 3rd against Utah Tech. Saturday is also Kids Day at Hornet Stadium with fun and games for kids of all ages, and stick around after the game for post-game fireworks. Don't miss the excitement of Sacramento State football this season. Kickoff Saturday at 7:30. Get your tickets now at hornetsports.com. That's hornetsports.com.
Ken Jeong and Joe McHale together live.
And here's my interview for med school. Well, so Ken, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm Korean. Stop. Congratulations, you're in. That's it.
Here's why Denver sucks. First of all, they built the airport just outside of Sacramento.
Friday, September 16th, Thunder Valley Outdoor Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now for the summer concert schedule. And to purchase tickets, visit ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Ken Jeong and Joe McHale live at Thunder Valley Outdoor Amphitheater.
It's Ford's Labor Day Sell-a-thon at your truck headquarters, Folsom Lake Ford. Sell-a-thon savings, low finance rates, and big money for all trades. Don't miss the Labor Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas. Hey, small business owner, when's the last time you checked your workers' comp rate? For many small businesses, workers' comp insurance is one of their biggest costs, but some don't check their rate often. Did you know rates can vary? In fact, taking 3 minutes to check your rate with Pi Insurance could save you up to 30%. Just go to trypi.com, share a few details about your business, and get a quote that's customized for you with no hassle or hidden fees. We know you're busy, but spending just a few minutes to check your rate could save you money. Plus, with Pi, you can have peace of mind knowing your employees are protected. Our team of friendly customer representatives are just a call away, ready to help. It's no wonder customers rate us excellent on Trustpilot. Find out how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi or get a quote at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
Greetings, Sacramento. Doug Christie here for the Good Feet store, talking about positionless basketball. It features players who shoot well from beyond the arc, can defend multiple positions, and would thrive in a pass-happy system. The way the players rely on each other is similar to how the body works when supported by Good Feet arch supports. By supporting all four arches, the foot, knees, hips, and low back become properly aligned, so that each can do their job pain-free. If you have foot-related pain, it's time to get serious. Good Feet makes over 300 sizes, styles, and flexibilities of arch supports. So your solution is waiting. Visit Good Feet now for a free, no-obligation, personalized fitting and test walk. Experience for yourself the comfort, balance, and support of Good Feet arch supports. In Sacramento, Roseville, Stockton, and Modesto online. GoodFeet.com.
Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, KHTK AM and HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
We are the home for the Kings, Raiders, the NFL, and the A's.
It's Sactown Sports 1140. It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Jay, hey, my headset's
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
On Sactown Sports 1140.
Apparently more people have experience with stadium proposals than I thought.
Really?
UT for life on Twitter. My buddy did a stadium proposal. She said yes, and it worked great. Until she decided she liked her other boyfriend more than my buddy.
Ouch.
I mean, Big Red in the YouTube chat said earlier that basically a lot of that happened to his buddy. I can't find this thing, but with a lot of anecdotes. Also, a lot of people obsessed with our new guy's hair.
Nate?
Yeah.
Good head of hair.
Good
He
head
just
of
made a putt during the break.
I've made 2 today, actually, Jason.
That's true.
Yeah, so pretty hot.
I kind of, I'm not going to lie, I don't like new people generally. I like it takes me a while. I like his sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of dry, Jim Halpert-y sort of.
Good call.
It's well done.
Yeah.
Hey, who was the other guy that was in the other week?
That was Kyle.
Kyle's a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a while to warm up to Kyle a little bit.
Aggressive how? What do you mean?
We'll just be in a show meeting.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we'll be talking, and then all of a sudden he talks.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, this is again where I'm a bad.
I've learned you don't interrupt Dave, even though I just
It's not
did it.
even me. It could be interrupt Jason or Jay. You're interrupting me right now, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You wanted to turn Kyle's mic off, and it wasn't on.
And it wasn't on.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just be talking, you know, whatever. And then it's one thing when, you know, Jay's the worst at it. Jay Mars is the worst at taking, weirdly enough, he's the worst at taking us off track in our pre-show meetings.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even close. Like we'll be on track about Buster Posey.
Locked in.
Who's our Mount Rushmore of Busters? Right. And then 20 minutes on that.
Yeah.
Whereas Nate over here just kind of, you know, it's like Nate realizes it's a merry-go-round going 100 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps on and he steps off.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
And doesn't fall.
And he doesn't fall. I mean, maybe he stumbles a couple times.
I'm not, you know, I'm tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough.
Sometimes you push him off.
Sometimes it's the two.
Whee! Well, I wasn't ready for that.
Well, welcome, man. We appreciate you. So that's it. That's the best I can do.
That's it.
I thought it was pretty good.
That was good.
That was a good call.
That wasn't bad.
Jon Gruden is in the news because he was.
Why?
Well, you know, John's got to talk at some point, right? I mean, unless Jon just goes off into the sunset. I don't know. You know, we just talked about athletes and stuff finding things to do. Wow, what the hell is Jon Gruden supposed to do? I mean, he spoke yesterday at the Little Rock Touchdown Club in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
He started out by saying he was going to be honest with the gathering, which is good. Because if you start out and you're like, I'm going to lie to you guys. He said, quote, "I'm ashamed about what's come about in these emails, and I'll make no excuses for it. It's shameful. But I am a good person. I believe that. I go to church. I've been married for 31 years. I got 3 great boys. I still love football. I've made some mistakes. But I don't think anybody in here hasn't. And I just ask for forgiveness, and hopefully I get another shot." You may remember his emails contain some racist stuff, some anti-gay stuff, some misogynistic language. First came to light in a Wall Street Journal article October 8th. That eventually led to his firing. There are definitely some issues with, well, his emails came out in an investigation about the Washington then Redskins, now Commanders, and why would those even come out? Did somebody at the NFL have an axe to grind? The whole thing with, listen, you cannot defend Jon Gruden and still acknowledge that whole process was shady as hell.
Absolutely.
With the NFL. Like,
absolutely.
It was gross. And again, you don't have, that's not a defense of Jon Gruden. That's just okay, that happened, but yet Daniel Snyder still hasn't even testified. He said, he went on to say, he got teary-eyed. He said, he applauded, he said, quote, "I get choked up, because there's a lot of misunderstanding out there right now. What you read, what you hear, what you watch on TV. Hell, I worked at ESPN for 9 years. I worked hard at that job. I don't even want to watch the channel anymore because I don't believe everything is true. I know a lot of it is just trying to get people to watch. But I think we got to get back to reality." I don't know what the reality is, but so there's just a minor twist here, not on that, but just one of those weird coincidences. So I had not really seen this until it was either late last night or this morning. And what's funny is that because it came out yesterday, who was it? Was it Cleveland Ferrell? It was somebody with the Raiders that wasn't tendered. And that
their streak and just
it was Alex Leatherwood. Sorry, yes,
Leatherwood, yeah.
So 2021 first round pick Alex Leatherwood cut. 2020 first round pick Henry Ruggs III cut. Obviously, there's more to that story.
Reasons, yeah.
Damon Arnett, same thing, off field stuff, but cut. That's also 2020 first round pick. 2019 first round pick Cleveland Ferrell, 5th year declined. 2019 Josh Jacobs, now still with the team, but 5th year declined. 2019 Jonathan Abram, first round pick, 5th year declined. That's their first round picks from 19 through 21. We talked yesterday about, oh my God, the Knicks. They finally got an extension for RJ Barrett. This isn't as bad, but it's really, really bad. Gruden and Mayock, when it came to top level talent evaluation, were terrible. And some people would say, well, that's not Mike Mayock, that's Jon Gruden. Maybe, we don't know. And I think it's also fair to understand that even Jacobs, along with Max Crosby and Hunter Renfroe in the Cleveland Furl year alone. Everybody looks at the Furl pick and goes, "Oh my God, trash!" It was trash. But they got Josh Jacobs and Max Crosby and Hunter Renfroe after that, and all three are Pro Bowlers.
Right.
So you need to be fair a little bit. Anyways, so what was interesting about this is, you get a couple Jon Gruden truthers out there, which is fine, saying I just don't understand this, that, whatever. And one of them was a guy, he's a betting guy, called Taking the Points. And we start going at it. He says, "Hey, Gruden's team made the playoffs last season, right? Asking for a friend." And I said, "Yeah, despite it being a massive distraction and a horrible judge of talent, yeah, tell your friend that." Massive distraction only because personal emails were leaked when he never worked for the NFL. Mayock made most of those decisions. Finally, it was his team that made the playoffs last year. Don't forget. So, dude, he's a lifetime 500 coach. He was 3-2 last year when all this happened. We're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then all of a sudden, I see some weird comments in there. From people I don't follow that don't follow me, and just some of this guy. And so I look at his I take a look at his bio for the very first time. Yeah, he's got a thing called Taking the Points on TikTok. Handicapper, sports betting content creator, fan of the Magic. Oh, and his name's JJ Gruden. He's Jon Gruden's nephew.
Wow. There's your twist.
There's your twist.
Yeah.
I spent all day arguing with Jon Gruden's nephew. And I will say this, it never got personal about John. Yeah. I don't have Jon Gruden's a football guy. If there ever was a football guy, Jon Gruden's a football guy. I don't doubt his knowledge. I think as an analyst, he's tremendous. I could watch his QB camps. In fact, I don't even know. I wonder if on the ESPN app there probably isn't. I'd love to be able to go back and access all of them.
So I'm sure they can be found somewhere.
I would imagine, watching Andrew Luck and stuff. I'm enthralled by them. I can listen to John. And by the way, Jon Gruden would be the ultimate radio guest, just knowing football. I don't think towards the end he was a particularly good coach. I think that he had the Raiders. You have to look at it as steadily improving by a game here, a game there. But it cost him, $40 million just to do that. Rich Bisaccia took him to the playoffs last year. If you want to play that game, then that's fine, because Derek Carr was Reggie McKenzie's, not Mike Mayock's. You can go back and forth, back and forth. As far as him getting another shot, I don't think it happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say this. I think he's a better coach than he is a decision maker on personnel.
I completely agree with you.
And I think because he was, it was Mike Mayock, but a lot of it allegedly was through Gruden.
Sure.
So you're helping put together the team that you need to coach. You haven't done yourself favors sometimes.
Didn't they once say that it was 51-49 Gruden?
I think so.
Mark Davis said that.
Yeah.
Just call for us. Yeah. 1-800-920-1143. I don't know. I see the calls and Ron Burgundy show host.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets another shot. You would have to have such a major change in our society. And I want to be very transparent about this, because I can't stand hypocrisy. Some people can talk about this and not be hypocrites. I can't. Well, I mean, I could, but I think transparency is important. I've told jokes. I've written things. I've said things. I don't think I've tweeted things. Who knows? Maybe. There are things that if you dug up out of my past,
right,
and you put them out there right now, my career would be over. They're not I don't want to overstate it either. It's not like I've never tweeted out the N-word or something it's not like that. But I'm saying, hell, back at the stuff we used to do on the night show, at stuff I used to do with Don Geronimo.
Yeah.
I cringe at the idea of somebody throwing out some show topics, some recordings from just less than 10 years ago when I was on with Don. Would be horrible now. Horrible. Terrible. Actually saying things. We had rejoiners with slurs in them. Legit had rejoiners with slurs in them that would get you fired today. So when I see the Gruden thing, for example, and other things that have been even closer, I can't help but like part of me does feel like, gosh, it's crappy the way it came out. He does seem like a good guy in other aspects, like he said. He got caught.
He did.
That's the thing. Yeah. And it's just a matter of, listen, unless
it's emails. Like, that's so traceable.
It's so traceable. Now, at the time, and I don't know what the timeline is, but you think about stuff like that, it's like, but for the grace of God, like I think that it's one of those, are you sorry because you got caught?
Yeah.
I can't tell you that Jon Gruden, had he not been caught, would still be sending out emails with slurs in them and anti. I can't tell you that. I can tell you that I don't tell off-color jokes or say some of the things I did in 2008, 2010 now that I did before. And I think that's part of growth and evolving. I think if you grow, if you evolve, if you accept, if you learn, that okay.
Yeah.
I can give you a pass on that then. Like, yeah, you did the thing, don't do the thing. And now you know not to do the thing. It's like with my kids. Like, I'll correct you once. That's your free pass.
Yeah.
You do it again, and that's where we're going to have issues.
Right.
So
it's a little like we've seen some of the, whether it's a highly recruited player or a famous athlete or someone famous that maybe they get caught for a tweet that they had when they're in high school or in junior high.
That's the thing.
They were 14. And I'm not giving them a pass.
No.
But you're punishing them later, too, for...
It can't be cookie cut. It can't be a standard. You have to move with the situation. Hey, Garrett, you're on with Jason and Dave.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Doing good. I'm a kid of the 90s and the early 2000s, and I've been a Raider fan my whole entire life. I was so excited when they said Jon Gruden was coming back, because those 4 years when we had Jon Gruden were the best years since I've been a Raider fan. And getting him back was it was like another level. And then the play calling and all that was not, it was whatever. And then the emails and whatnot came out and all that. And it's almost like, I don't know. I loved Jon Gruden growing up as a kid.
Sure.
And this kind of tarnished that. And it sucks. And like you're saying, I've told jokes, and everyone's told jokes that are, probably not the best jokes to say, but they're jokes. They're for laughter. What he did, I mean, it's sad, it's disappointing, but going back and looking at his coaching record and all that, he really was just an average coach with a great football mind.
That's very true. And I'm sorry to cut you off. We're way, way late. I was told, 10 seconds in the call that we had to break, and I would have given him a lot more time. Yeah, well, he was at just above 500.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of Raider fans very loyal to him, and I completely I get it. I do. And it's separating art from artist. We got a lot of stuff going on 3 for Madness. Let's get to it in just 60 seconds. We're right back.
You want more Kings coverage?
Sactown Sports 1140's giving it to you.
You'll be watching and thinking, man, I guess Keegan, he's maybe not as good today. And then you look up and he's got, 12 and 8, and it's, the second quarter, and he is just so calm, so efficient.
I think it's absolutely what Sacramento needs. I think there's this sense that something special is starting to fall into place.
Log on to SactownSports.com for exclusive content.
SactownSports.com.
We're talking to Chad Hoblet, a Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's going on, Chad, for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event?
We have the best savings of the summer happening right now, with up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, or save thousands with an unheard of 2.9% APR for 72 months, with up to $10,750 in savings. With interest rates going up, that kind of APR can't last long.
Oh, any special pricing on Dodges?
We're really excited to have savings up to $4,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Dodge Charger SXTs, or thousands in savings with an incredible 0% APR for 72 months. And yes, you heard that right. 0% on new 2022 Dodge Charger SXT.
0% when all you hear about is rising interest rates is unbelievable. It's your small town dealership with big city selection and savings. Search, select, and save through their full inventory now at HobletDodge.com. Best prices, best selection, period.
4,000 total net savings after 6,500 factory rebates and 5,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include 1,500 price capital bonus cash. Must finance the price capital qualified. And 250 conquest cash. Must own or lease non-FCA group vehicle. 4,000 total net savings on Charger SXT after 3,000 factory rebates and $1,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include $500 returning lessee cash for lessee of non-FCA brand vehicle. 0% and 2.9% special APRs through Chrysler Capital on approved credit. Must have 700 plus FICO score to qualify. 2.9% for 72 months equals $1,516 per $1,000 borrowed. borrow. 0% for 72 months is $13.89 per thousand borrow. 5 savings deal for details.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Question 1.
Hey, we're going to have a guest on Friday.
Oh, I've heard of this guest before.
I'm going to read. I never get the pronunciations right.
Try it.
Uriah Faber.
Close. Urijah.
Is that a cage fighter?
Yeah, fights in the cages. It's one of them with the 8 sides. Not the 6, the 8. That's why they call it octagon. See, you made me do that.
I did. I asked for it. Uriah Faber will join us on Friday. He's got his fights coming up. He's promoting, and we'll ask him a couple of things.
Promoter.
He's Uriah Faber's has always been. Listen, Uriah Faber's a Hall of Fame fighter.
Oh, he's a great promoter.
And he's always been more of a promoter than a fighter.
Self and for others.
100%. From the whole Uriah is. You know what? We can talk to him about the whole Buster Posey, John Wall thing, and how
the next chapter.
Uriah was still entering his prime when he was already thinking about what am I going to do when I'm done fighting, and how that works with him psychologically now, because he's not a California kid, he's a California dad, and he's got girl.
Does that make him California middle-aged?
I think he's
I'm not telling him that.
I'm not. Well, he doesn't have a California dad bod. I can tell you that much. That he's still.
Oh, is he still doing sit-ups?
He still does the occasional push-up.
Okay,
slightly in better shape, but I'm catching up.
You are
pretty soon.
Yeah, it swung, and now you're on the.
Yeah, we have an extended combo with him too, like Top Fitness.
Yes.
Hey, Faber, I'm just getting back into living. Do you want to come over and do a tonal workout with me? That'd be fun. 3 for me.
That's a great video opportunity.
Actually would be. I think he actually would too. It'd just take him 6 months, but he would. 3 for Madness. Question 1.
Hey, let's continue triggering people. Will Jon Gruden coach in the NFL again?
No.
Agreed.
I don't know how. There's a pendulum generally in the public discourse, and sometimes it swings one way and then it swings back. And you have the pendulum swinging. Everyone has their own opinion. I worry about comedy. I worry about people being canceled that shouldn't. It's much like the death penalty is a lot different than being canceled, but
not much.
It's that statistically you're going to get it wrong every once in a while, and that's terrible. And so does it justify it? The same reason you'd ask with the death penalty. If you have 100 people and one's wrong, well, okay, do you not do all 100? That's a question for smarter people than me. Obviously, being canceled is not the death penalty, but it is when it comes to your career, your life. You get one life. So Jon Gruden, for the rest of his life, he's a racist. He's a homophobe. I'm not trying to enter that conversation and in any way defend him. I'm saying that's the reality, and I don't know how that changes. Especially, I could see Jon Gruden coaching East Texas high school football, and I think that's something.
But not the NFL.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, and I know we're supposed to have a take, and my answer is I don't know. And why I say that is I thought I had reason to believe before. I go, Ray Rice will play again. Ray Rice, I'm not doubting what he did, but a lot of times talent wins out. Like, hey, we need a great running back, and this guy can run the ball. Colin Kaepernick, he'll play again. I thought he would. I really did when it happened. I thought he would.
Sure.
Now you go, Deshaun Watson. Oh man, he may not play. He's playing again. I don't know.
Can I throw something out there that's like not has anything to do with emails and personality?
Yes.
Here's why he won't coach in the NFL again. Outside of all of that, he wasn't good.
Yeah, that's true. He's 3 games over 500.
3 games, but when you look outside of that early stint with the Raiders and the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, he sucked in Tampa after that for the most part. He sucked in 3 years with Oakland, both as a coach and as a pseudo GM. Let's go through it. He had 3 first-round picks in 2019. None of them are having their options picked up.
No.
2020, both of his first-round picks waived because of off-field incidents. And then yesterday, they cut Alex Leatherwood, who was the 2021 first-round pick. Jon Gruden was such a fraud these last 3 years as a coach and GM. He should never coach or be in a front office ever again strictly because he sucked.
Now I'm going to give you the response I get.
Sure.
But they made the playoffs last year with his roster, and they're a legit contender this year.
Which says a lot about Derek Carr says a lot about Rich Bisaccia last year to get that team given everything, not just Gruden. Don't forget Henry Ruggs in that incident in the middle of the season.
I just don't think he's any different, though, than what we would say is that quarterback's not that good. How many chances does he keep getting?
Right.
I think he would. I think it's the other stuff, obviously, that would keep him. I don't think it's the coaching.
I don't think so either. Number 2.
Question 2.
All right, now on to important stuff. Over the next couple of days, we have some of the warmest days of the year. What is the most physical exertion you have ever done in extreme heat, Jason?
I'm first.
You're the only one answering.
Oh, Dave said he had an answer for this.
I pulled out a lawn chair.
One time in college, when you're not that, hopefully not as smart as you become, right, as you mature. I think we had a day in Davis where it was in the 1 teen. So I'll go 113, something like that. I golfed and I walked. It was not very smart. But this also related to yesterday, Dave. Had to do a little, we have the roof projects going on. It's happening. We had to get some stuff out of our attic. Attics are warm.
Yep.
And I was up there for maybe not quite an hour moving stuff to get it out of there because of the roof project that's going on. When they literally say like your shirt was like head to toe sweat, it was a sauna.
Sure.
And moving stuff around. It was like, am I going to pass out up here? I was dripping.
Yeah, it's not great.
And it was hot. It's hot up there.
And it's going to be even worse this week.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody be careful. Drink lots of water and stuff. That's your public service announcement.
Yeah.
Does golf count? No, right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you that.
Like I go golf in Vegas and it's 120.
Did you walk or did you cart it?
Cart. Still, you got to get out and swing and stuff. Yeah, I do have a fan. No, I will give you 2 things that I very much remember. The job where I made $6.25 under the table per hour, and when I was 15 years old, which was, can I just say, big money?
Heck yeah.
Me and a buddy over summer, we bent rebar up in the Wexford district in Rockland.
Wow.
We would start at 6:30 in the morning and go till I think 3 o'clock.
Oh my God.
You're bending rebar with no cover. And I did not know truly that my skin, I've never been able to reach that level of brown in my life. Jason, I was darker than you, and you have kind of an olivey tint. And it was hot and terrible. And it was one of those things where we would constantly take a hose and we would pour water over our heads until it soaked us to the waist. And then we'd go back to work. But then also, as a kid, like I would go to Churchill, ride my bike to Winston Churchill Junior High during the summer, and we'd have pickup games that would get so hot. I specifically remember the soles of my shoes would begin to stick to the asphalt, but you would just go wet your head, take a drink, and keep playing, playing to 11 by 1s.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
So I think it's a perspective because now I would die. Number 3. I would die.
Question 3.
All right, quickly on this one because we got to go. It's fantasy draft week for most folks. What's your draft prep consist of?
So this is the funny thing. My draft prep, I have 3 drafts this week for my 3 leagues.
Mm-hmm.
They're in order of league I care the least about. My draft prep is drafting. Like I'll get into my first draft tomorrow about an hour. I'll
see their rankings, whatever it's listed.
I'll go in. Yeah. So I look at their rankings. I look at who's injured. I look at who is supposed to be the breakout rookies and all that. And then I look at rankings based on our previous year scoring system. That's always something that a step people miss. And I'll do my first draft.
Yeah.
And then the second draft, I'll have learned. And then by the time the third draft comes around, I'm down.
Yeah.
That's my prep.
Yeah. The only real tip I would say, and I do this for myself, but because I'm in multiple leagues too, they're all scored a little differently. Know your scoring system. Because that's when people go, hey, here's who I drafted. How'd my team look? I'm like, what's your scoring system?
Yeah.
Like there's some unique different leagues. One of mine's really different.
Yeah.
So we just draft differently. So you got to know what your league setup is.
If you're in a league, we got a break. If you're in a league where basically you only get points for touchdowns, like my buddy has a league, I won't touch it.
Yeah.
Like the ones where if you're in a league where the final score each week is like 51 to 42, you're in the wrong league.
Right.
Change it up. We'll take a break. When we come back, well, we know Jimmy Garoppolo is coming back, and we spent all day yesterday reacting to that. But why even Kyle Shanahan was shocked at the Jimmy G news yesterday? We have the audio from him next.
Sactown Sports 1140 is broadcasting live on YouTube.
To me, it's a must-watch.
Check out the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross and the Cattles and Rami Show.
Plus, get exclusive content.
Search Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Your Wednesday forecast starts out nice and cool, but into the afternoon, we are going to run a little warmer than yesterday. Plan for highs around the valley floor, 98 to 101. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
A long day away from home just makes coming home that much sweeter. Plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com.
This is home.
Leading the way home.
Bonnie.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave from my good friend Shelby at United Wholesale Lending. Shelby, Peter, the whole team over there at refinanceWithShelby.com, making it happen. Listen, local lenders. Local lender or reputation to uphold. With other banks, you're just a number. Why would you possibly want to purchase or refinance from someplace in Southern California or Florida or Texas or Ohio? Why don't you try purchasing or refinancing with local folks that live amongst us, that worry about word of mouth, that know the title companies, that know the appraisers, and if you're trying to purchase, that know the realtors? So when realtors are looking at multiple offers, they say, you know what? I've worked with Shelby before a bunch of times, and I know if you got a pre-approval from him, your deal is going through. They can close a purchase loan in 17 days. That's speed on your side with a local lender. You can compete with cash offers. RefinanceWithShelby.com. NMLS number 279051. BRE number 018644354.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned certified cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our certified cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Safe is such a great word. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa for Safe Credit Union. Safe just makes me feel secure with a sense of comfort. And in these turbulent times, finding anything that makes you feel protected is good for the soul. Being a member of Safe keeps your money local, gives you access to lower rates and higher dividends, while also giving you a sense of comfort that comes from knowing that your money is, well, safe. Safe Credit Union is insured by NCUA.
When there is trouble in the bedroom, it can hurt more than just your confidence. It can hurt your marriage or dating life. Not knowing if you'll be able to perform at any moment doesn't help either. Pacific Men's Clinic can help. Go to the clinic that specializes in one thing, making your love life the best it can be by solving the problem at its source. Pacific Men's Clinic's non-invasive procedure. It's safe and pain-free. Call 916-545-7577 for your free consultation now. That's 916-545-7577.
If you want to hit the golf ball farther and straighter, the Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio offers you the opportunity to experience the same technology and major brands used to fit PGA and LPGA Tour professionals. The Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio is an indoor facility that opens onto the driving range so you can see your all-important ball flight. With the advantages of cutting-edge technology and analyzing your ball flight, the Hagen Oaks professional staff will make you a better player. Hagen Oaks Player Performance Studio, Fulton Avenue at Cap City Freeway, or call 916-808-2531. That's 808-2531 for longer, straighter drives.
Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Text or call the show at 916-339-1140 on Sactown Sports 1140.
Funky beats. Funky beats. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, it's halftime.
This.
We're halfway through. The weird thing about this beat always distracts me because there's just like it's a beat and it stops occasionally, and then there's like some random conversation going on in the background. And I always think it's like those guys in there. Yeah, there we go. Welcome back. And good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to everybody. I want to finish up because we spent a lot of time on Jon Gruden, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time on Jon Gruden. You know what we didn't do is we didn't hear from him.
Oh,
so be fair.
Sure,
listening to his thoughts as to what he said the other night in Arkansas.
I'm not going to say anything but honest things here. I'm ashamed about what has come about in these emails, and I'll make no excuses for it. It's just, it's shameful. But I am a good person. I believe that. I go to church. I've been married for 31 years. I got 3 great boys. I still love football. I've made some mistakes, but I don't think anybody else in here hasn't. And I just ask for forgiveness, and hopefully I get another shot.
Okay. Also, not everything's true.
I get choked up, because there's a lot of misunderstanding out there right now. What you read, what you hear, what you watch on TV. Hell, I worked at ESPN for 9 years. I worked hard at that job. I don't even want to watch the channel anymore because I don't believe everything is true. And I know a lot of it is just trying to get people to watch. But I think we got to get back to reality. And that's why I look forward to Saturdays, because you're going to get what you deserve when the whistle blows. And we'll see if the Razorbacks can get after Cincinnati, which I hope they do.
It's a good way to get the crowd with it.
Yeah, get some applause. Yeah, let's go football.
A lot of times things are said or written or whatever. For example, they were going after Daniel Snyder, and they happened to cross Jon Gruden, or whether they happened to cross or whatever it was. So sometimes you get things that start things from places where you weren't looking for.
Right.
Gruden said something in there that I thought was incredibly interesting. He said it about 3/4 of the way through. He was talking about ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it.
I don't watch the channel anymore because I don't believe everything is true. And I know a lot of it is just trying to get people to watch.
What is that? And yeah, I know there's, I'm going to hear the cacophony of fake news media. But really, I'm just curious. I'm not thinking like, oh my God, let's have congressional hearings on ESPN. But I always think that stuff is fascinating. Like, is he talking about like the bit we do where it's like breaking news, but it's not really breaking news? Or is he talking about, okay, when you come back, Stephen A is going to say the thing, and then you're going to take this. Where do you stand, John? Okay, Stephen. Yeah. Okay. All right. He's going to argue against you, even though he kind of agrees with you. Like that kind of stuff.
I believe that happens.
I 100% believe it happens. There are 2 things that I'm very fascinated with when it comes to stuff like that, and we've talked about it before. That type of thing, which I wish would be expanded on, and also, as we've talked about many, many times before, the politics of basketball journalism at the highest level, Adrian Wojnarowski specifically, and how all that works out. Kyle Shanahan, along with the rest of us, was extremely shocked at his backup quarterback returning.
We were always clear to Jimmy that him salary cap wise and stuff in a backup role and supporting Trey in that. And if that worked for him, that was a no-brainer for us. We just didn't think the chances of that were going to happen. And it ended up being that way. So when it was all said and done, even though it was pretty shocking to us, we thought it was a win-win for both sides.
What about the relationship between you guys and Jimmy? He's on another field, Kyle.
When I told Trey that Jimmy's going to come back, he's like, awesome. That dude was awesome for me last year. I can't wait to be the same way. There's no relationship to men.
Okay.
All right.
What about the other teams waiting for you to cut Jimmy?
To me, it seems like everyone was just waiting for us to cut him before they could see how much they could get him for. But once the last Saturday preseason game happened and no one got injured, then Jimmy thought this was his best situation that he liked. And that's why we were so pumped, because it's obviously a better situation for the Niners.
Last thing, and then we'll get into this. But given the keys to Trey Lance, and how do you feel?
We feel very strongly given the keys to Trey. We were really excited what we thought that could do for our team as a whole, and we're excited about everything he's done and all these opportunities he's gotten throughout this offseason. And I can't wait to get him started on our team in week 1. And having Jimmy there as a backup makes us feel really good, because we have a starting quarterback as a backup. The rest of the league had a chance to get him, and I'm just feel so fortunate that he's still here in that case.
Okay. I want to give full credit to Albert Breer. I saw about a 6-minute clip of Albert who covers the NFL and has for years. He was on with Dan Patrick yesterday. I thought he brought up some really good points. He said the most important thing in this whole deal is that Jimmy Garoppolo agreed to come back and make less money than Trey Lance.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. It's an ego thing, but it's a huge thing. He said, secondly, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch went to, and we hit on this yesterday, went to the team leaders, the Deebo Samuels and the Eric Armsteads and the Fred Warners and the Bosas and the Williamses of the group and said, hey, listen, this is what we want to do. Is this going to be a problem? Because we don't want it to be a distraction. This is Trey Lance's team 1,000,000,000%. Is this going to be a split? Is it going to be, tell us now? And they said, absolutely not. Trey's our guy. Well, okay. Well, great. The fact of the matter is, do they have a highly paid backup? Sure.
It's not absurd,
not egregious. And Kyle's point here is pretty good. 32 starting quarterbacks. They've got 2.
There are 32 starting quarterbacks in this league, and we believe we have 2 of them now. And that's really rare to have them in this situation. And that's why we didn't have them in meetings. That's why we didn't put them out to practice, because we, nor Jimmy, or really probably anyone else in the league, believed that was how the outcome was going to be. We feel fortunate that it did.
Yeah, they backed into this.
Right.
They did.
Yep.
But it may be the best thing that could happen to this team. I think on the surface, and maybe not even as much on the surface, everything Kyle's saying there, which I believe he's saying to the team, and you said that Albert Breer said that he did, and it's Trey Lance.
Yep.
And the only time Jimmy G is playing is if something bad happens to Trey Lance. I don't think it's, hey, we're not certain about Trey Lance or he can have that struggle game. Now, we brought up the what ifs yesterday. I mean, if they're 5 consecutive bad games, well, I think you react then, but they don't envision that.
I think it's a good. I think the only thing I'm really struggling with, Jason, is I know we spent a lot of time leading up in this whole saga. We spent a lot of time leading up saying, hey, if they don't end up getting something for Jimmy G, then it's going to be egg all over the face of Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
Well, okay, well, they didn't end up getting anything for Jimmy G.
But they didn't lose him.
But that's the thing, but they didn't lose him.
Right.
So it does make it a little bit different. Now, my inner contrarian is fighting like, hold on, dude, you're a Niner fan. Take off the glasses. Is this really a good thing? I don't know that this situation was handled perfectly. I don't know that had I know this would have been the outcome going into the offseason with the shoulder surgery and all that, maybe you do something a little bit differently here and there. But the fact of the matter is they got Jimmy Garoppolo to take like what, a $15, $16 million pay cut. Yes, you have the scariness of a Trey Lance, and scariness being because he's new and basically a rookie. But now you have you somehow got the guy who's been doing the thing to stay here as a backup, swallow the ego. How many other quarterbacks in the league? They're not doing that.
No, their safety net is so great. I mean, because they commit. The answer for them is Trey Lance. They committed to him. They did that in basically the end of last season.
Yeah.
Everything they were doing, didn't even give Jimmy the playbook. They didn't think he was going to be there. So they were comfortable knowing that Trey Lance is going to be the starter. I don't know how much they fell in love with the backup situation, and I know we got some talk on their cuts coming up, but they didn't envision that the backup would be Jimmy. And now that it is, I mean, you love depth. You love having quality rosters. You're as good as your next option. They do have a heck of a next option, a winner. Again, I think they backed into this. I know they thought they would get something for him, and the fact that they didn't cut him and Jimmy agreed to do this, that says a lot about him, and I think the good fortune about the team.
Attach line 916-339-1140. Rich wants to know, he says, I buy the whole thing pretty much, but can someone explain to me again why you didn't get a playbook? Kyle Shanahan just kind of did that, and we opined on this yesterday. Nobody thought this was going to be the outcome.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, while you're sitting here, not only do you have your proprietary playbook, but you also have this playbook with a brand new quarterback in there. You want surprises. We talked about this with preseason games. How you don't want to show the whole thing because you want, it's the whole taping practices thing. And what they didn't want to do is knowing that Jimmy Garoppolo, or thinking he was not going to be a Niner, and that teams like Seattle were semi-possibilities.
Sure.
You got to isolate the guy because you don't want him having access to those playbooks and then doing what any professional would do, and that's narking on his whole team. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Now I can promise you Jimmy Garoppolo has a playbook.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll continue to talk about this when we get back because of why he's doing this and what I think Kyle Shanahan, once he found out this is the way it was going to go, I think Kyle Shanahan went into a room by himself and he shut out all the lights and he turned on like a flashlight and all you could see was a glow of him. And I think he spent the next 2 hours doing this. And I'll tell you when we get back, right after this.
Breaking news, the latest happenings with your favorite teams.
You ever wonder about what the heck all these kids are doing on computers all the time?
Stay up to date with all of it by following us on Instagram and Twitter.
Excuse me, gentlemen, a little update for you.
At Sactown 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Day for my good friends at American Energy, and you know now's the time to replace your system, and you can get $2,500 off on a new HVAC home system installation, 0% financing, and payment plan options available. There's no reason to keep putting off making your home a place of comfort for you and your family. Offer expires 8/31. Don't wait. Call today, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990, or go to AmericanEnergyAir.com, your second opinion partner.
And a reliable vehicle, and our highly trained technicians will get the job done right the first time. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Need an oil change? Our express service will have you in and out fast. Come in or schedule your service online today.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $69.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Have you ever noticed that when the afternoon light hits your floors, you can see everything, including dust?
So much dust.
And that floor dust gets kicked up into the air, compromising the quality of air you and your family breathe.
Eesh.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper is the fast and easy way to clean your floors, with ultra-thick pads that trap and lock dust before it gets in the air. Just a couple minutes a day.
And dust is gone.
Swiffer Heavy Duty Sweeper. Proud partner of the American Lung Association.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity Flex. It's a better way to watch. Well, a couple of notes on the Yankees series, especially as it relates to the A's pitching over the past weekend. On Saturday, it was the first time the Yankees had ever been held to just one hit in a game that went as long as 11 innings. And in the last two games of the series, the Yankee hitters went 5 for 63. You know, in baseball, sometimes you never know what you're going to see. Ken Korak to tell you there's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there are a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest reliable network, the protection of security edge, and a reliable 5G network powering your mobile devices. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Log on to business.comcast.com for technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibility.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Stimulating conversation about kitchen gadgets and baseball cards.
I think that's really crazy interesting.
It's the Carmichael Day Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Wow.
Okay, would dying from an errant golf ball that your radio partner was chipping, would that be top 5 worst ways to go?
Maybe top 1. What happened there?
Well, I was actually swinging hard for what I'm trying to do.
Off the Arco seats.
Trying to hit it off the Bagley jersey. Crack it.
Almost killed me. Not really.
Do you think if a golf ball lightly touched the Bagley jersey, it would hurt it?
Is that what happened over to that jersey?
I think so. I don't know how to chip, dude. I don't. That's why if I'm within 150 yards,
you putt.
I putt. I putt anywhere near because I'm gonna get it closer.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it closer. I don't know what the trick is. And
whatever you just did, not that.
Was not it.
Yeah.
I can't get it to get the ball.
Touch, feel.
The fabric of your life.
Yeah,
we doing a cotton commercial. All right, Aaron. Welcome back. So I said as we went to break that after Kyle Shanahan found out that they had come to a deal with Jimmy Garoppolo and his folks, and Jimmy would be with the team next year. So I think he went into a dark room and turned out all the lights and lit up his phone lit up the room. There's an eerie glow, and I think he was in there for 3 hours doing something. Here's what I think he was doing. Nope, not that. I think he went okay. There's 32 starting quarterbacks in this league. We have whatever it is. We have two, probably, really Trey Lance is the question, top 20 quarterbacks in this league. We're also paying one, $6-something million. Jimmy. Why waste this? And Kyle is such a mad scientist. I'm wondering if there's a way where he's like, okay, we're going to play, not platoon, not one guy starts here, one guy starts there, but like we're going to get Trey in and going, and it's his team. But there's going to be times where when the situation fits, we're going to bring Jimmy Garoppolo in to do the thing here, the thing there, even if it's just like a play where, where Trey Lance has been getting blitzed. Maybe there's a bunch of situations, and I know you do this with a backup anyways, but maybe they're a little bit quicker to put a guy like Garoppolo in if, the offensive line's already given up 6 sacks and it's the third quarter, they're down 35-10. It's like, hey, throw Garoppolo in there, let him get banged around a little bit.
Right.
But I do want, if anyone in the NFL is crazy enough to make a second quarterback actually work, well, it was Sean Payton, and he's no longer there. Cliff Kingsbury probably could, and Kyle Shanahan's the one.
Yeah, and that, whatever, it's an adage, it's a saying that's been out there. If you play 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. I don't. What does that mean? I'd never really seen it done effectively.
I haven't either
until last year at Sac State.
Yeah,
I mean, I know people go, "Oh, it's at Sacramento State." Well, they did it. Right. They have a really good coach, Troy Taylor. They, after about week 3. They legitimately played 2 quarterbacks, and it was on down and distance. It wasn't per series. It might be every other play. It might be, oh, this guy's hot. Let's go for 4 or 5 plays, a series. I mean,
right.
And if I called every game, every play, if I didn't always know, how would the defense know?
Right. 100%.
And then the obvious, there was one that was more of a runner. And so when he came in, okay, you see the defense shifting. Well, he didn't run every time.
Right.
So you've got the defense guessing. It hasn't been done in the NFL, but
sure.
I don't think the Niners would, but why not? Like last year, think about the first game of the year. The first touchdown was thrown by Trey Lance.
Yeah, Greg Bobby did the Trey area thing.
Yeah.
Thought, here we go.
I mean, there was setups for him. You could do the same thing for Jimmy if you want. I don't think they will, but why wouldn't you even put that thought out there, right? The more things you have to plan for.
Yeah, the more things you have to prep for, the better. The more things you have that defense thinking of, the more likely you're going to get an opening somewhere. Again, it's just like boxing. The more places you're trying to block, the more chances you're leaving something open. You mentioned Sac State, and listen, that's college football.
Yeah. And by the way, both guys are back, and they're doing it again.
And they're doing it again.
It worked, so they're doing it again.
Now, does that mean that, listen, George O'Leary at Georgia Tech, I'll never forget having to watch his dumb team do the RPO, the triple option for him, and it killed us at Florida. Killed it, and people didn't know what the heck to do. And I remember watching it and going, oh, my God. And this goes back to, what was it, Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Anderson, when they were both in the backfield at Auburn, I think, and they were running all these wildcat crazy plays, and you thought that was good. And for a second, it tried to take over in the NFL. George O'Leary had that RPO situation, and I didn't know how anyone would stop it. And then people started trying it in the NFL, and it's like, yeah, these linemen can run 4.40s. That's why you don't really see a lot of the option in the NFL and college. It's all over the place.
Sure.
NFL, you got to be a really fast quarterback to make it work because NFL players are faster. But to your point, it wouldn't be the first or last time that the NFL has pulled from college. And Kyle Shanahan, I would be shocked. I honestly, if we had Kyle on right now, I would bet money, Jason, we would say, hey, we have a random question for you. In the last year, have you watched any Sac State football highlights? And I'll bet you'd say yes.
Think so?
I'll bet you he would say yes because he's a data hound,
right?
And that fits that. He can ask his video coordinators,
yeah,
college or pro. I want you to find me some alternating quarterback plays. I want to look at these and see what I can glean. So, Niners now down to their final 53. Couple of surprising moves. The Nate Sudfeld era is over. Before it began, Nate Sudfeld.
Yeah, didn't they have partial guarantee for him?
Yeah, but I guess they said, Brock Purdy's your guy. Let's be honest. Nate Sudfeld never had a chance because of his name. Sudfeld is not a class. It's not a quarterback name.
You don't envision your MVP of the Super Bowl,
Nate Sudfeld.
Dude, that just doesn't sound right.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
that's just not. You and I've talked about this before. You can count the exceptions on less than one hand, and Ben Roethlisberger is one of them. In order to be a successful quarterback in the NFL, especially an all-time quarterback, and I invite anyone to challenge this, you have to have a legendary or at least passable name. Montana, Star, Unitas, Manning, even Mahomes, Brady. Like, these are all, you don't hear Flinklowski. You don't.
Fouts. Dan Fouts.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know why in my head I feel like because it had an S at the end, it's more smooth. If it was a Z.
Oh, what if he was Dan Fout?
Like F-A-U-G-H-T. Yeah, I mean, look at. Okay, Justin Herbert that's on the line. If it was A-Bear, it would sound a lot cooler, like Bobby. Justin Herbert, probably. That's honestly the biggest question I have about him as an NFL player. Matt Stafford, wonderful name.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just
okay.
Stafford.
Okay.
Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott.
Dak
Prescott's in a Post Malone song. Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Kyler Murray. These are all great. Carson Wentz. Oh, never had a chance.
Really? Is it the Carson or the Wentz?
The Wentz.
Okay.
Wentz, terrible. Tua Tagovailoa, no chance. You should cut him tomorrow. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, all-time famous Tagovailoa's go.
Tua.
There you go. That's the whole list.
End of list.
That's the end of the list. Sorry. It's not going to happen.
How about
Favre? Okay. Brett Favre's an interesting case because Favre doesn't sound great, and it's spelled Favre.
Yeah.
I would say Ben Roethlisberger and Brett Favre are two of the maybe four exceptions in existence. You know how special they have to be. Gardner Minshew was ever going to happen.
That's a great name.
Unitas, Manning, Brady, Minshew. No, it's never going to happen.
Which of these kids is doing his own thing?
That doesn't mean that there aren't some great names that I believe it's the late great. I believe it's Colt Brennan, right? Mm-hmm. Remember Colt Brennan in college? Mm-hmm. If you know Colt Brennan in college,
yards a week.
Oh my God. And I remember watching, I was like, Hall of Famer, Colt Brennan. Like, that's a great name. So is Colt McCoy going to Texas. These are all-time athlete names. Didn't work.
Baker Mayfield?
I think Baker Mayfield's a Pantheon name.
Sam Darnold?
No.
Oh.
No.
Darnold. It was Sam Arnold.
Sam Arnold might be interesting.
Okay.
Like, Joe Harrington would have been more successful as a quarterback than Joey. Mm-hmm. Let's just honest. Like, Joey Montana.
Yeah.
No.
Stephen Young?
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but if it was like Stevie Young. No. Warren Moon. Randall Cunningham.
I think it's the way you say it. Say a questionable name that way.
Ben Roethlisberger. That's not
Gardner Minshew.
You have to have, and by the way, it mostly counts in basketball too.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's the way you're saying it.
All right, I'm going to try to say it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's never going to work. I see it worked. LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's not LeBron Tilford doesn't work. LeBron Schmidt. LeBron Schmidt is terrible.
Is it?
Horrible. LeBron Schmidt is a CBA player with the exact same skills.
Yeah.
He would still have been a CBA player.
Okay.
Anyways,
Bottom of the name.
So what we've come down to is this. Nate Sudfeld was let go because of his name.
But Garoppolo was acceptable?
I know. Maybe that's number, but again, not a Hall of Famer. James Garoppolo, much better.
But he goes Jimmy G.
That makes it better.
Yeah.
And he's good looking. Trey Sermon makes the team.
He did. It's a little surprise.
Little bit of a surprise. Sermons are in on Sunday. We'll take a break. Hey, for those jonesing for basketball, we've got our guy Sabonis and Luka in Eurobasket tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. But when we come back, we're going to hear audio from John Wall. I think this is important stuff he said, and I think there's some perspective here for all of us. We'll get to that next.
You ask for more 49ers coverage, and Sactown Sports 1140 listen.
Let's go, Niner gang!
Get all the latest 49ers news and notes online at SactownSports.com. Plus, make sure to follow us on IG at Sactown1140 for Emil Fragoso's live postgame show following every game.
That is what we expect out of the Niner gang.
Niners win! Your home for the most 49ers coverage in Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Now, local businesses can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSconnect.com/local. Specific markets, restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Your Wednesday forecast starts out nice and cool, but into the afternoon, we are going to run a little warmer than yesterday. Plan for highs around the valley floor, 98 to 101. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Labor Day special offers and low finance rates right now at Folsom Lake Kia. Friendly, honest people, and great Labor Day values. Hurry to the Labor Day sale at Folsom Lake Kia, your trusted dealership for over 20 years.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's going on, Chad, for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event?
We have the best savings of the summer happening right now with up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs. Or save thousands with an unheard of 2.9% APR for 72 months with up to $10,750 in savings. With interest rates going up, this kind of APR can't last long.
But you're California's #1 truck dealer. That can't be it.
That's right. We also have savings up to $7,500 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cabs. Or you can save thousands with the super low 2.9% APR for 72 months. That's up to $7,000 in savings, and we have over 20 to choose from.
Come find your perfect new truck today at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center or search, select, and save through their full inventory at HobletDodge.com. Best prices, best selection, period.
12,000 total net savings on Ram 1500 Bighorns after 6,500 factory rebates and 5,500 dealer discounts. 7,500 total net savings on Ram 1500 Laramie after 1,750 factory rebates and 5,750 dealer discounts. Rebates include 1,250 Conquest bonus cash. Must own or lease non-FCA group brand vehicle and may include 1,500 Chrysler Capital bonus cash. Must finance with Chrysler Capital qualify. Special 2.9 APR and approved credit through Chrysler Financial. Must have 700 plus FICO score to qualify. 2.9% for 72 months equals $15.16 per thousand borrowed. 5 or more each net savings. See dealer for details.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned certified cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our certified cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED and sick of the pills? Well, today, Wednesday, August 31st, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Coastside Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy. This is a technology clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. Even Cambridge has studied our technology. If you're ready to transform your love life, grab your phone. Today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. You'll also get a gift that can produce powerful results to intimacy in minutes. You're going to love that, guys. And today only, we're offering 6 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is our most lucrative offer ever, worth $1,200. But call today, Wednesday, and qualify totally free. 916-603-2000. That's 916-603-2000. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Coastside Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 916-603-2000.
We're a sports family, driving in all kinds of weather to get to away games. So you can imagine what our car looks like, except it doesn't. We go to Quick Quack and shine like all our kids' trophies. Go for the win yourself and head to Quick Quack for a shine that lets you defy expectations.
It's Ford's Labor Day Sell-a-thon at your truck headquarters, Folsom Lake Ford. Sell-a-thon savings, low finance rates, and big money for all trades. Don't miss the Labor Day Sell-a-thon at Folsom Lake Ford.
Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
KHTK AM and HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
It's Sactown Sports 1140. It's the Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
Jay, hey, my headset's
Text or call the show at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports 1140.
I switched up the gum during the break. Breaking news. I want y'all to know that. Also, Adrian Wojnarowski reporting Montrezl Harrell had felony charges of marijuana trafficking, reduced to a misdemeanor possession in Madison County, Kentucky, their courthouse today. It will be expunged from his record after 12 months if he gets in no further legal trouble. Okay. I felt like that trafficking. Like,
yeah.
Green light, red light. Did you ever play red light, green light?
Of course.
Does anybody figure skate anymore? Or not figure skate? Does anybody roller skate anymore?
I think so. Yeah.
Asked me that the other day. Of course, Jay Mars does. He probably has retro figure skates and a disco ball. My kid asked me that the other day. My kids have never been roller skating, and I realized that's a parent fail.
Have they been ice skating?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But there's like
used to be skate nights.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That was fun.
You'd skate around and you'd pick up the coins, and someone would have $1 stashed somewhere when you do the red light, green light thing. That little contest.
Yeah.
You get a little cardboard nickel that gets you the free Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Worth it.
Yeah.
Kids falling on their faces.
Yeah.
There's a whole YouTube video collection of kids falling on their faces. And my wife and I, we love it so much.
It's so much fun.
It's so much fun to watch kids bail. From the 916, does Lou Alcindor make the Hall of Fame? Or because he changed his name to Kareem, that's what did it? We were talking about that during the break. Because Lou Alcindor is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's original name, but a lot of people don't realize that Lou Alcindor is not his original name. It's Ferdinand Alcindor.
Mm-hmm.
So would Ferdy or Ferdinand? I think Ferd Alcindor makes the Hall of Fame.
Is beyond legendary.
Actually is better than Kareem.
Yeah.
Dre Bly, great football name. Dan Marino, wonderful football name. Ken O'Brien, great football name.
Yeah.
UC Davis.
Boomer Esiason?
Yes, Boomer. I mean, come on. Come on. His name wasn't John Pickman. It was Boomer Esiason. That's a great football name. Carson Palmer's a great football name, too. It's not an absolute. I'm just saying you have a lot of great football names that don't make it. That's not a thing. But you almost have to have a great football name to make it, is all I'm saying. Deion Sanders wasn't Deion Fredrickson. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally see it.
All right, let's transition in a way that is almost impossible, going from just the dumbest thing ever to a very serious thing. John Wall has been not really heard from much over the last year and a half, and a lot of that is because, well, John Wall hasn't been playing. He's kind of been between COVID and being sent home, not for anything he did, just a lot of money. Houston was rebuilding. He's now with the Clippers. He's 31 years old. He joined the Clippers this summer, and he's excited about returning to form and playing this year. Over the last 3 years, he's played just 40 games, whether it's injuries, COVID, or the Rockets just not playing him. So he was at a dedication of a garden earlier this month for his late mother in Raleigh, North Carolina, for the Salvation Army. And he talked a little bit about where he's been at mentally.
Darkest place I've ever been in. I mean, at one point in time, I thought about committing suicide. I mean, just tearing my Achilles, my mom being sick, my mom passing, my grandma passed a year later. All this in the midst of COVID at the same time. Me going to the chemotherapy and sitting there, me seeing my mom take her last breath, wearing the same clothes, but 3 days straight laying on the couch beside her. You know what I mean? Like, all those sacrifices, not having a great support family behind me, my team, the mother of my kids has been great, my 2 boys. Is my motivation for me. So, like, looking at all that, and I'm like, if I can get through this, I can get through anything in life.
His mother, Frances, died in December of 2019. She was 58. After struggling with breast cancer, his grandmother died shortly thereafter. At the same time, he was rehabbing his Achilles. And he went on to talk about how he got out of that hole.
Everybody goes through something. You know, we all went through tough times. Nobody got it easy. But I don't think a lot of people could get through what I went through. And to me, to be back on top where I want to be and see the fans still want me to play, having support from my hometown, this support period means a lot. And any time where I had to go find a therapist, a lot of people think I don't need help. I can get through it at any time, but you got to be true to yourself and find out what's best for you. And I did that.
Yeah. So I thought this was an interesting conversation, not just for the obvious reasons, but I'm not ashamed to admit, when I first read the headline that John Wall contemplated suicide.
Right.
My first thought was like, what?
Yeah.
What? John, what? John, like, you can't play, but you get paid you got paid what, like $35 million last year to not
more.
Yeah. To
not
not
40s.
It was something crazy to not play basketball.
Right.
Right. And not even have to be, it'd be one thing if you not play basketball, but not play basketball, not be with the team. So you could go play golf all over the world. You could take a cruise around the world. I mean, the amount of things we could sit here, we could do an entire segment. In fact, I considered doing an entire segment saying, hey, if you had $35 million and a year off, what would you do?
Right.
And then turn it around like this. Well, John Wall, he did. He had all that money. And by the way, that wasn't his first year making that. Like, John Wall was already rich. So my mind, just the surface, was, dude, like, I get the rehab part. I get you want to play, but man. But then, okay, his mother goes through breast cancer, losing his grandmother, who he was very close with. The rehab, and I talked to you about, watching Melissa go through her knee rehab. God only knows what John and these other guys are going through, and then I started thinking, I don't know why, I started thinking about Steve Jobs. Started thinking about Steve Jobs, one of the most creative minds in the history of our world, founder of Apple, Pixar, so many different things that he was a part of. And Steve Jobs, for all of his wealth and fame and tons of life ahead of him. I mean, he was 50-something when he died. Money can buy happiness. I fully agree that money can buy happiness. There are a lot of things money, and I like money buy happiness, but money certainly can prevent a lot of frustration. Most divorces happen because of money or financial issues, on and on and on and on and on. Let me see. Steve was 56 years old when he passed. I mean, still incredibly young. Money cannot buy time. It cannot buy health.
That's it.
It can help health, but
right.
Ultimately, if you get the thing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, John's rich. Yeah, John had a lot of time off. You know what? I'm just guessing. John would trade it all in, and he'd cut off a leg if that meant he could get his mom and his grandma back for one more year.
Yep.
Can't put a price on that.
I mean, so you look at it, the surface is what we see. A young athlete that's wealthy.
That's right.
Lot of charm to that for a lot of people. But now let's take the identity away a little bit. When you're injured, and we know this day, like when the guys are rehabbing, that, like, Klay Thompson talked about that a lot. Like it's a lot of by yourself. Like you're on the team, but you're not on the team.
No.
And you're rehabbing, you're recovering. So there's a lot of isolation. And then when he does recover, the team basically says, it's not you, it's us kind of thing, where now you're told, we're just going to tell you to not be here. And I don't think it was clearly an indictment on him, but they wanted to struggle more.
Yeah.
And so now you're also being told that. Then you get to the family, the real core of the issues. So, I mean, he's had a lot going on, and the immediacy is like, oh, I'd be fine. Well, again, your mother, you lose your mother, you have other loved ones. His words, he was in a dark place. Like, it's hard to get out of that, even with all the money. Yeah. To your point, you could maybe pay the best doctors, the best research and all that. Couldn't save his mother.
You've got to, sometimes you can't find your way out.
Right.
And by the way, not to get over dramatic, but what really fascinated me, or one of the many things that fascinated me about hearing what John said, is that how many times have we seen, and we can all name off names, whether they're family members or celebrities, actors, actresses, whatever. How many times have we read about someone's suicide, and that we don't have the benefit of going back and listening to this interview from them, and they didn't find their way out, and but for the grace of whatever, John Wall could have gone down road B and not found his way out, and we'd be sitting here having a conversation like, how could John do that?
Right.
And maybe we don't know about his grandma or his mother or any of the other things going on in his life. It just goes to show you, and the lesson we can all learn is, number one, you don't know what other people are going through. Don't assume. Just don't assume. And that's why I admitted my first thought on when I read the news, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but also lessons all through life. Don't assume to look at somebody's surface and think, well, there can't be anything going on underneath.
They got everything going for them.
And also, number three, talk to somebody, whether you're going through it, but I think also as importantly, as a friend. There's an old anecdote. Guy falls in a hole. He can't get out, and a priest walks by and says, son, I'll help you. And he says a prayer, and says amen, and he walks away. Guy's still in the hole. Then a doctor comes by. Doctor writes him a prescription and tosses it down in the hole. The guy's got the prescription. He's stuck in the hole. Then a teacher comes by and goes over some problems on the chalkboard and blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Then a friend comes by, and the friend jumps down in the hole with the guy. And the guy's like, what are you doing, idiot? He goes, I've been in this hole before, and I know the way out.
Yeah.
And that anecdote has always said a ton to me. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's beneath the surface, but ask them. Yeah. It's 100% okay to talk to somebody and say, how are you doing?
Right.
And they don't have to say, I'm great.
Right.
Hey, really though? No, for real. How are you good? You want anything you want to talk about?
Well, and the other part about all of this, that anybody, especially anybody of fame like this, you have no idea who he just impacted. There's other people like John Wall that aren't in the same situation. And they go, wow, John Wall's going through this? Like just him talking, that interview, what did that do for somebody?
That's and we're talking that what that did is how many other people heard that?
Yeah.
How many other dumb sports shows are talking about it? How many times have been on ESPN? John Wall doesn't realize it, and not to get too over dramatic, but guarantee you John Wall saved a life. He saved a life.
How awesome is that?
It was great.
Yeah.
I don't know how to segue. We're talking about something very, very, very important. But I think you all know and understand how I feel about that, and I would never make light of any of those topics. So I think we can all trust each other that we do what we do. Now, Labor Day is coming up. Yeah, it's coming up Monday. Why don't you enjoy it? You deserve it. Now, it's going to be 127 degrees outside. We get that 100%, but that's where Amy's Outdoor Living is going to help you. El Camino near Watt. That's where you want a Traeger grill. Get a Traeger like I got a Traeger. If you're thinking it's too hot to cook out there, you're right. Like, you're right. This is the only barbecue commercial you're ever going to hear where the guy's going, you're right, it's too hot. But that's where Traegers come in, because you marinate and prep your meat inside the air conditioning. You can start the Traeger via your phone. It'll tell you when it's up to speed. Then you run outside, you plop your meat on the grill, you close the lid, you hop back inside and towel off. Guess what? Hour, 2, 3 hours later, beep, 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 your meat's done. You got a little temperature probe in there. My Traeger came with not 1 but 2 meter Bluetooth wireless probes. I stick them in the meat, and guess what? It'll tell me exactly when the temperature reaches its point, so I'm not overcooking or undercooking anything. Wi-Fi technology, a D2 grill control, a pellet sensor, super smoke. These Traegers practically do it themselves. So while your dumb neighbor is next door slaving over his gas grill or his Weber, which I love, you're going to be working smarter, not harder, and your food's probably going to taste better anyways. You can also get a new fire pit, new seating, an umbrella, dining set, and so much more. Take advantage of Amy Outdoor Living's best prices of the year. Don't wait. The Labor Day sale is on right now, so hurry in for the best selection. Amy's Outdoor Living, been going there since I was a kid. El Camino near Watt. Tell them your good buddy Carmichael Dave sent you. Hey, listen, Sabonis, Luka, this time it's for real. Eurobasket, and so much more, including what should we expect from Domantas Sabonis in his first full season with Sacramento. We'll do that next.
The start of the NFL season is upon us, and Sactown Sports 1140 has all your coverage.
Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and of course, all the NFL action every Sunday.
Your home for the NFL all season long. Sactown Sports 1140. Stimulating conversation about kitchen gadgets and baseball cards.
I think that's really crazy interesting.
It's the Carmichael Day Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports 1140.
Look how quick that break was for you. We really are here to serve
more content.
Serve y'all. Welcome back. That's Jason Ross. I'm Carmichael Day. Lucky to have these jobs and talk to you as we approach Labor Day. And again, have a plan, would you? Have a plan. Be safe. From the 707, that friend jumping in the whole anecdote, one of my favorite moments from West Wing. Rest in peace, John Spencer. That's an excellent poll, and that's exactly where I got that from. The late, great John Spencer, Leo McGarry in West Wing, telling Josh Lyman when referring to his character Leo's alcoholism, and Bradley Whitford's character, Josh Lyman, recovering mentally from a gunshot wound that had him mentally off a little bit as well. Domantas Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time in 5 years, Eurobasket is back.
It's back.
It's back. It's for real. Continental champion will be crowned from a field of 24 teams. This is a big deal because it's not just, Fred and Bill. It's
right. No, there's some big time guys there.
Luka Dončić, Giannis, Jokić, Gobert, Sabonis, all will be playing.
And others.
I don't even want to verbalize it. I just want to say I hope everybody comes back great.
Healthy. 100%. Yes. Ready to go for their teams.
On wood. I am going to watch because I love basketball.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a, you're not gonna get the best scouting out of Eurobasket. But remember, one of the best players in the NBA, and a guy that if he's not number one is certainly top three of players you would start building your team around today. And Luka Dončić came from over there. It's obviously a decent enough league. And it'll be fun, especially with a guy like Sabonis. There's a guy, I forget the name of it. I'll have to find it on Instagram that I follow. It's like Lethal Shooter, something, whatever. It's a guy who works with basketball players. And it's been fun to watch. One of the guys that he works with is Domantas Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
And the drills that you see Sabonis doing are pretty crazy, like full sprints to the 3-point line, stop, pop, hits it. He's hitting 9 of 10 in a row, threes, all this stuff. Now, I've learned over the years the following. If it's not in a practice, at minimum, an NBA level practice or a game, don't buy it. What I think the normal layperson does not realize, and it took me a long time to realize it too, is a good portion of NBA players in a gym situation, they make every shot.
Yeah.
They don't miss. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of you see it every year. You'll see big men that are just, it looks like they're in the 3-point contest, just shot after shot after shot falling. And then you wonder, that's weird. It doesn't translate to the game. We saw Ben Simmons, of all things, I think it was before last year started. People were freaking out because he was hammering 3-pointers.
Yeah.
at those levels, dude, that we always talk about professional versus amateur. These guys just hit every shot.
Oh, yeah. Before Kings game, you'll see Alex Len shooting them and making most all of them.
Yeah, almost all of them.
And he makes them during the game, too, but doesn't take – I mean, he's not Curry.
No.
Right? He's not Buddy Hield. He's not Klay Thompson.
No.
He's a big that's most of his work's in the paint, but he can go out there and he'll make a lot of them.
It's a whole different ball game, literally,
when
you're playing. So you take it with a grain of salt. But Domantas Sabonis obviously has the range.
Mm-hmm.
And if Domantas Sabonis can develop that three-pointer, I think it's a whole new world for him, and it's a whole new world for the Kings. And going into the season, Jason, I'm going to make a prediction. Domantas Sabonis in his career, okay? Domantas Sabonis in his career, the most three-pointers he has ever made. He made 52 three-pointers in the 2021 year with Indiana. This was his last full year with the Pacers. He made 52 last year between the Kings and Indiana. Now, keep in mind, he only played in 62 games. He made 39. So 52 is his high. That was at 32% shooting. In fact, his lifetime three-point percentage is 32. I'm going to make a prediction, and I don't think this is a tough one. I think he's going to smash his own three-point record this year.
Yeah.
I think the Kings have made it probably very clear to him, hey, listen, we understand that you're working down low, but we want you. We welcome your ability. And you look at a guy like DeMarcus. Just using an ex-King people are familiar with, DeMarcus Cousins absolutely developed that three-point shot over his career here. That was not something he really had in his arsenal when he came out of Kentucky. And in Domantas Sabonis, you're talking about a guy that's played 7 seasons, but he's still only 25 years old. He's got
just 5 seasons.
Yeah, 5 seasons. Excuse me. He's got a good 10 years, 7 years, 7-8 years left of prime.
Right. Well, that's the thing with this offseason. We're putting a lot on De'Aaron Fox, as we should, but I think it's the combo. Like what will both guys, they're the core of this team. And can he do what he did in the 2020-21 season for Indiana? That was the second of his 2 All-Star appearances. Just his averages. Again, we don't have the full context. We can only give you the averages of the 62 games that he played. Started them all, 20 points per game, 12 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 9 triple-doubles that year. He was a monster.
That's huge.
A central part of what Indiana was going to. He's going to be a huge part, a featured piece of this team.
Yes.
And I still think, between his work ethic, his comfortability now here, new coach, in the 6th year is kind of a 6, 7, 8 is really a sweet spot in a lot of people's careers. And I think the timing is really good with him and Fox on that. If they can hit that and he can be, I don't know that his points have to be at 20, but it'd be great if it is. Rebounds would be awesome if he's there. And that assist numbers, man, open it up a little bit, a few more threes, open up the floor and the space on the floor there. It'd be nice.
You know what he, without looking, he averaged 18.9 points in the 15 games he played in Sacramento. You know what he averaged the previous part of the year in Indiana? 18.9 points.
So same number.
Just unbelievably consistent across the board. He was slightly upticked on assists here as opposed to almost a full assist game as opposed to in Indiana. He was about 3 points more efficient shooting in Indiana. But I think being, remember, he was living out of the Sawyer for the longest time.
Yeah, it's true.
Didn't he have a baby too? I mean,
but
yes, a lot of stuff going on with him last year. I'm looking forward to an all-star caliber year from Domantas Sabonis. We will take a break. Let's go in honor of Chris Guerrero around the diamond.
Yeah.
We've got a big home run. We've got a hot team in the NL West. It ain't the Giants and so much more. We'll get to that next.
Sactown Sports 1140 is your home of the Las Vegas Raiders for the 2022 NFL season.
Tune your dial to 1140 for all Raiders games.
Plus, you can listen online at SactownSports.com and on the Sactown Sports 1140 app.
Hey, it's Carmichael, Dave. It's amazing how the housing market has shifted so quickly over the last few months, and having the right mortgage company on your side is crucial in this ever-changing market. We've got just that lender. Of course, it's my guy Shelby at United Wholesale Lending. You You can check them out at refinanceWithShelby.com. Shelby's team, well known in the real estate market, from real estate agents, title companies, appraisal companies. That makes all the difference. United Wholesale Lending will even get your offer fully underwritten and approved up front so you can compete with the cash offers. They're local, fast, and competitive. Even with rates rising slightly from their record lows, there's been an increase in inventory. The market is shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Buyers now have the opportunity to shop for the home that's right for them instead of settling for what was available. The team at United Wholesale Lending can pre-approve you over the phone in under 15 minutes without even running your credit. RefinanceWithShelby.com. That's RefinanceWithShelby.com. NLS number 279051, BRE number 01864354.
The PGA Tour is back in Napa Valley with the Fortinet Championship. Join us September 15th through the 18th at Silverado Resort and Spa for world-class golf, Napa hospitality, and powerhouse performances by Cole Swindell and One Republic. Secure tickets now at FortinetChampionship.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas. Actual Pi customer.
As a small business, we're always looking for ways that we can offer the quality product and get some cost savings.
Meet Michelle from J.J. Pfister Distilling Company, a small business in California. When looking for workers' comp coverage tailored to the company's needs, she discovered Pi Insurance.
We heard about Pi Insurance being geared for a small business, gave Pi a call, and ended up switching.
Is your small business overpaying for workers' comp insurance? See how much you could save at trypi.com. Plus, with pay-as-you-go billing, your premium is based on your actual payroll, which means no additional bill if your business grows.
We saved about 30% off of our workers' comp insurance when we switched to Pi.
It's as easy as pie to get the savings you deserve. What are you waiting for? Ask your agent for Pi, or get a quote in 3 minutes at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Labor Day special offers and low finance rates right now at Folsom Lake Kia. Friendly, honest people, and great Labor Day values. Hurry to the Labor Day sale at Folsom Lake Kia, your trusted dealership for over 20 years.
When there is trouble in the bedroom, it can hurt more than just your confidence. It can hurt your marriage or dating life. Not knowing if you'll be able to perform at any moment doesn't help either. Pacific Men's Clinic can help. Go to the clinic that specializes in one thing, making your love life the best it can be by solving the problem at its source. Pacific Men's Clinic's non-invasive procedure. It's safe and pain-free. Call 916-545-7577 for your free consultation now. That's 916-545-7577.
Your Sacramento State Hornets kick off the 2022 football season this Saturday, September 3rd at 7:30 against Utah Tech. Get your tickets at hornetsports.com.
You know they've been here for a combined 50 years. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports 1140.
Swinging the line drive, tailing away from center. That's going to be down and head to the wall. Jameis scores easily. Cruz up at second base. A 2-out, 2-strike RBI double, and the Pirates lead it 4-2.
Sorry, it's my favorite non-giant.
Oh, okay.
This is an O'Neal Cruz bandwagon. The Pirates O'Neal Cruz, baby. Future Giant.
Future Giant?
Future Giant.
How are you getting him?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's the Pirates. And this is where the inner Laker in me, because I recognize it. I hate it when people do that. And I'm doing it. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a big market guy compared to Pittsburgh. It's like, how can we? I hate it when I see bigger markets like, De'Aaron Fox should be playing for us, a real team. And now I'm sitting here. I'm like, O'Neal Cruz. Like, imagine how Pittsburgh fan would feel.
I know. Yeah.
We have these stupid pompous stuff.
They're waiting for the Steelers.
They are waiting for, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cool or weird that the Pirates and the Steelers have the same color scheme?
And Penguins.
Yeah,
it's all universal.
Black and yellow.
Oh, black and yellow.
Black and yellow. This is also weird that Pittsburgh's a blue collar town. Have we ever had the conversation about how it's weird that some cities are completely reflected in their teams?
Layer one.
like the Detroit Bad Boys would never work in LA with the Showtime Lakers. Like, but the Bad Boys and the defense and the grit and the grind, that reflects Detroit. And Showtime and Flash and glitz and glamour and all that, that reflects in the Lakers. And then Pittsburgh, black and yellow and raw, Pittsburgh.
The Heatles.
In
Miami.
Right, exactly. Like, how does that work? How does that happen? And then we're out there with all natural ingredients.
Yes, we're an hour away from everything good. We're an hour away from winning that game.
We're close to a lot of things.
We're close to winning a lot of games,
including the playoffs.
Yeah.
This one wasn't close.
1-2. Hit well to right. Aaron Judge has done it again. Number 51 for Judge. He's 10 away from Roger Maris. It's a 3-run shot. And the Yankees have opened it up. It's 7-2.
What was that other voice at the beginning of that?
Yeah, I heard that too, and I don't know. Who was that? That wasn't Michael K, right?
No. There's someone else. Sterling's not traveling on this West Coast trip.
There's another one here.
I think it's someone that's in the running to kind of replace him at some point.
To replace John Sterling?
Yeah, I mean, he's 84, maybe, I think. Something like that.
All right, let me see. Who is this? I want to find the Michael K call. Sorry.
From TV yesterday? Yeah. Did he play his own background?
Right? Let's see. Is this it? Hold on.
I think I tweeted it.
Was it you? I think. Okay, thank you. I think you. Is this it? Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna live. I'm sorry, everybody. There's a point to this, and I apologize.
I don't remember. Did he not? Well, okay, now I have to hear it again.
So it was Michael K was the call you tweeted, because that's what I thought. Michael K, who also, here it is, right here, Talking Yanks. Look at you. All right, Talking Yanks, retweeted by Jason Ross. And as it loads, this is Michael K, who also has a fairly successful show.
High fly ball, deep right field. Ward back, turning, looking. See ya. Number 51, Aaron Judge, a 3-run home run, and the Yankees lead 7-2.
That is an amateur call. I'm sorry for the New York Yankees. Am I wrong?
Wow.
I have no issues with Michael K.
Okay, I was listening for a miscue. Basically,
we're talking about the New York Yankees.
Oh my goodness, shade at him.
This is a
re-rack.
Listen, I don't want to get into Michael K. Let me be clear. I have a lot of respect for Michael K. I'm saying he has had a wonderful career, and I'm not trying to take some crazy shot at him. I'm not. I don't think this is a call worthy of a Yankee broadcaster.
Okay, let's hear it again.
High fly ball, deep right field. Ward back, turning, looking. See ya. Number 51, Aaron Judge, a 3-run home run, and the Yankees lead 7-2.
I mean, we're talking like, I feel like to be a Yankee broadcaster, like, all right, so you have like John Miller.
Yeah.
In San Francisco. I would also say Dwayne Kuiper, but most people would say John Miller. All right. You had nobody's Vince Scully.
Right.
Like, even Charlie Steiner in Los Angeles. Whether it's the former, Skip Carey back in the day and all that, like John Sterling now. The Yankees are a tentpole franchise of sports. I think I've heard Michael K calls that were far better than that. Now I might be picking on him, but I went back and I heard more and more and more. And I'm like, Michael. I will never reach here's the other thing I hate is when little pipsqueaks like me in small markets are, I imagine Michael K listening to this and going, okay, dude. Yeah, you have fun in market 20, whatever the hell that. I'll go ahead and still have my awesome radio show and I'm saying this as a guy who actually has a lot of respect for Michael. Like, dude, I think he can do better. I do not think this is
like the radio one though.
I think the radio one. Let's hear the radio one here real quick.
1-2. Hit well to right. Aaron Judge has done it again. Number 51 for Judge. He's 10 away from Roger Maris. It's a 3-run shot.
Okay, here's Michael K.
High fly ball, deep right field. Ward back, turning, looking. See ya! Number 51, Aaron Judge, a 3-run home run, and the Yankees lead 7-2.
I will say this.
It got better as it went along. I think he didn't think it was gone.
When you look at the replay, so it was right center.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't a no-doubter.
Fully allow for the fact that it wasn't a no-doubter, so you have to hold some in.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to rescind a little bit of what I said.
But the radio guy
knew
thought
right away. And as soon as Michael, I would say Michael hit his stride at number 51, and then it picked up.
See ya! Number 51, Aaron Judge, a 3-run home run, and the Yankees lead 7-2.
Okay.
I think it surprised him.
I think
it's my best.
It threw me when I first heard it.
Yeah.
It threw me when I first heard it because I've heard Michael K. calls before, and I like them.
Like, I don't know if we have yesterday's of him, number 50, because that one was no doubt. I remember watching it when it happened. I'm like, oh my gosh, he annihilated that baseball.
I don't know if this is Michael K.
It'll be a 1-1 to Judge. The pitch swung on and hit. Deep center field. Trout on the run. Aaron Judge, number.
Into the rock pile.
So,
yeah.
And the whole, like, and I watch, I get into New York sports radio sometimes, and like the whole Francesa. Yeah, that's fun to watch. And again, I root for Michael K. And I forget the old guy that's on with him that always freaks out.
Oh yeah, that yelled a couple weeks ago.
This might be it from yesterday.
The 1-1. High drive. Left center. Trout back. Looking up. See ya, number 50.
That's a great call.
Aaron Judge connects for his 50th home run of the year.
I think that's
and it's 4-3 Angels.
That to me is a better call.
Okay.
I know if
No. I thought he started slow again. Did I miss it?
Maybe not.
The 1-1. High drive. Left center. Trout back. Looking up. See ya, number 50.
Not the greatest.
That's good.
There was Bill. I'm going to spend the whole segment.
Yeah, TV's a little better, a little different too.
That is true. Because you can lay out, people can watch, people can see. I'm going to spend air checking.
We air checked.
Checking Michael K. Yeah,
because you didn't want to talk about the Dodgers.
No, I don't. I still don't want to talk about the Dodgers. From the 916, where's the All Rise dude?
It's not there.
The All Rise dude. That should be his name now.
Yeah.
The All Rise dude. Put some respect on his name, would you? Yeah, the Dodgers are winning. Ooh. Shocking. The Dodgers are winning. Jared Carabas is a big baseball media guy, DraftKings, and works in Boston and all that. And he and I were going back and forth the other day because he had posted a highlight of the Mets like walking it off. And he said, this Mets team is different. And my response was, and I think I was right in this case, it's like, yeah, they're about 100 million different from last year. Like, no disrespect, but you generally get what you pay for. Not always.
Yeah.
The Boston Red Sox are terrible, and they're making a lot of money. The Giants are the 13th highest payroll in the league. They stink. Like, it's not a guarantee. But when you have a huge payroll, a lot of times, yeah, those teams are going to be. That's a winner.
Yeah,
they're winners. The Dodgers. It's 265 million. Yes. The Dodgers, this just in, are super good.
Yeah. But to the Mets point, like a team with Jacob deGrom on it sounds great. A team with Jacob deGrom and now Max Scherzer sounds a lot better. And then, Chris Bassett. Oh, and then you already had Pete Alonso. Great. You added Lindor a year before. Here's great. Marte and Canna. It's like, yeah, they've added, and good for them. That's the way it should be done.
Very much. I mean, you have to also execute. You also have to manage. You also have,
Steve Cohen's getting standing ovations at the games.
He should.
Yeah, they love him.
He 100 billion trillion % should. Meanwhile, the Mets only have a 3-game lead on the Braves. That's tightening up a little bit. The Cards 6 games. The Dodgers. Here's the thing: the Dodgers have won 8 of 10. The Dodgers are 90-38. The Dodgers have won 70.3% of their games. The Dodgers have a 19.5 game lead on second place.
They're 45-10. in their last 55 games. Last year they broke their own franchise record. They're going to get past 106, right?
They're on pace, Jason.
Yeah.
To win 113.8 games.
Yeah. And the record's 116.
And they just lost Walker Buehler for the year. Like, I don't think it's binary, right? Like, of course I'm a Giants fan. I'm going to come on and be, the Dodgers, they make so much money. I 100% see that. I don't think it's binary. The Dodgers, the Mets, and the Yankees have the 3 highest payrolls in Major League Baseball. They're shockingly, arguably the 3 best teams in Major League Baseball. It's not all because of the money. There's homegrown talent there. There's smart moves. Other teams could do this. I totally get the argument. And then you have the Phillies, who are number 4 at $242 million. The Phillies are currently, they're 72-58. They're above 500. They're fine. The Red Sox, $207.7 million buys you 62-68. Woof.
Not good.
Woof. And let's throw in a meow in there as well. It's not enough to win a championship, obviously, but it is enough to get yourself a Hoblet Dodge or a Chrysler or a Jeep or a Ram in Woodland. So let's talk about Chrysler's Make This the Summer events. The best savings of the summer happening right now, with up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew cabs. Or save thousands. With an unheard of 2.9% APR for 72 months, up to $10,750 in savings. Well, what about Dodges, Dave? Any special pricing on Dodges? Thank you for asking, Jason Ross. We're really excited because you can get savings up to $4,000 off MSRP on new 2022 Dodge Charger SXTs, or thousands in savings with an incredible 0% APR for 72 months. What? All you hear about is rising interest rates. 0% is unbelievable. Think about that. Your small town dealership with big city selection and savings. Search, select, save. Do the full inventory now. HobletDodge.com. Come on, crowd. Yeah, Ooga is right. Best prices, best selection, period. When we get back, let's do the news, let's do the notes, let's do who's hot, who's not, and all that fun stuff. We're back shortly after this.
Live and past broadcasts of the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross and Cattles and Rami.
Interviews, podcasts, and more.
They all live on the Sactown Sports 1140 app. Download the app now in the App Store and Google Play.
Hi guys, it's Andrew. Are you struggling with ED and sick of the pills? Well, today, Wednesday, August 31st, we're running a one-day special you won't want to miss out on. Coastside Clinic uses the most powerful form of wave therapy. This is a technology clinically shown to repair blood vessels and improve blood flow. Even Cambridge has studied our technology. If you're ready to transform your love life, grab your phone. Today is your day. Call us now and you'll qualify for the assessment and ultrasound totally free. You'll also get a gift that can produce powerful results to intimacy in minutes. You're going to love that, guys. And today only, we're offering 6 tune-up treatments to our patients free. This is our most lucrative offer ever, worth $1,200, but call today, Wednesday, and qualify totally free. 916-603-2000. That's 916-603-2000. Guys, put a stop to your ED and get your love life back. Call Coastside Clinic now to qualify. This offer ends today. 916-603-2000.
Labor Day, our annual celebration of workers and their achievements, was first observed in New York, and the first Monday in September became a national holiday in 1894. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. Each year we commemorate Labor Day with parades, picnics, and family gatherings. And right now, Naturewood Home Furnishings is celebrating with their exceptional whole store Labor Day sale. Would you like to refresh your living room? Would you like to restyle your bedroom? Maybe you want to redesign your home office. No matter whether it's your dining room, kids' rooms, accents, or accessories, Naturewood's unique store-wide Labor Day sale offers savings in every department and savings on every brand like Stanton, Omnia, England, Stickley, Flex Steel, and all the rest of the award-winning furniture. When it comes right down to it, it's all about choices and always about quality. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings right now for this remarkable Labor Day sale. Off Highway 50 at Hazel, look for the water wheel. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, let Safe Credit Union put you first. Well, that phrase is honest, genuine, and sincere. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa for Safe Credit Union.
At SAFE, you're not a number. You are part of a member-owned, community-focused family. Explore the benefits of saving, borrowing, and investing with a partner who puts you first. Safe Credit Union is insured by NCUA.
Count on Lowe's for Labor Day savings to kick off your fall. Tidy up your yard with an Ego leaf blower starting at $199. These battery-powered blowers provide power and performance, clearing leaves and debris with ease. Plus, save $50 on a Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner gas grill, now $299. This Lowe's exclusive can fit up to 30 burgers. Shop Labor Day savings now at Lowe's. Grill offer valid through 9/7 while supplies last.
What's hot and what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Air and Solar, believing in a better customer experience since 1981. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Air and Solar, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
Who's hot? Who?
Dave's favorite guy, Framber Valdez.
Love me some Framber Valdez.
He threw his 22nd consecutive quality start in last night's win over the Rangers, setting both an Astros record and the most by a left-handed pitcher since the earned run became official in 1913.
Framber Valdez.
Who's not?
Who's not?
Naomi Osaka.
That I mean,
doesn't work the same
effort though.
All right, appreciate that. She lost to Danielle Collins in her opening match last night at the U.S. Open. It's the first time in her career that the opening match at a hard court major, that would be her losing it. She entered the match 13-0 and the third straight event in which she's lost in the first round. Remember when Naomi Osaka was supposed to be the next, next
good, really good player
in the tennis?
Yeah. She's on a little bit of a detour right now.
A detour, you say?
Yeah, a detour.
A detour
to France.
All right. There's a note right now.
That's it? That's all you got for me?
I don't really have super deep Naomi Osaka thoughts.
I thought you did.
Four takes.
Wish you would have told me that before the show.
Sorry.
Stand by on this frequency.
It's time for the news of the day.
Thank you for ruining the show and dropping a steamer on my journalistic integrity.
Today's important headlines, intelligent analysis, hard-hitting interviews.
Yeah, this is none of those things.
Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Oh my God, I love those guys.
You know what? Same.
Thank you. Darren Waller.
D-dubs.
Wants contract extension. He's been wanting one all offseason. Well, he signed this morning with Drew Rosenhaus.
Oh, good Lord.
Rosenhaus said, we're going to try to get this done as soon as possible.
Thanks for coming in today, Drew.
I have not looked at this audio, but I don't imagine there's an issue with it. Just please be aware of the dump button, Jay, just in case. I always get nervous when I don't look at audio. But this is Deion Sanders, who generally is not a swearer. Addressing
man of God.
Yes, very much a man of God. Addressing his players at Jacksonville State as classes begin.
School, we got school. When we start school today, right? Okay, I want you to listen to me clearly and succinctly. No slides.
Okay, so you can't wear that's sandals without the thingy between your big toe and your slides.
Yeah, no flip-flops.
No flip-flops.
Or slides.
No slides. No slides. No armpits exposed.
What?
No armpits exposed.
So
sleeves.
You have to have sleeves?
Yes.
So
it's like a restaurant.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dion's.
Okay. All right.
Dion's Diner.
A little bit of a dress code here, but it's tanked down.
That's
right. Something.
No white beaters. Sit in the front of the class.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's what he meant by sleeves, by the way.
Can I just apropos of nothing, can I just throw out here real quick? You and I were talking earlier today about Jon Gruden, and the conversation happened was like, well, things that were back then, it's one thing back then, but now you can't. In what world is wife beaters okay for a tank top? How is that?
It's really not.
It's right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to go after Deion Sanders, Florida State's Deion Sanders. I'm just saying, I get confused. Sometimes I go, oh, I didn't know that was okay. And then other times I'm like, but why is that? Oh, okay. I think, can we all get behind the idea that referring to an item of clothing as a wife beater probably, maybe maybe I'm just being woke. Probably not.
Not the best.
It's not the best.
Nope.
You also have to sit in the front of the classroom, and you also have to be the perfect gentleman, according to Deion Sanders. I don't know what is the perfect gentleman. Is it Richard Gere? Officer and a
gentleman.
It wasn't officer and a guy.
Sure wasn't. Who was the lead female actress?
Deborah Winger.
Deborah Winger. I was going to say Deborah Messing. I get those two confused.
And the Oscar-winning theme to that was...
Oh, I know this.
Never-ending Story.
Yes, that's it.
That was not it.
Oh,
darn
you guys
it.
said yes. To it.
I thought it was.
I convinced Jay.
I got you here. See how long it takes.
Oh yeah, the wind is up where we belong.
It's up where we belong. Remember who sang it?
Yeah, me.
One of them is that's a quite name you probably shouldn't say on the air.
Joe.
Oh, Joe Cocker.
Really, dude? Here's the tough one. Who's the girl?
You know what? Nobody appreciates Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker is legendary.
My dad hated Joe Cocker.
Oh, Joe Cocker's amazing.
There's no reason stupid voice.
Do you think his version have a little...
Yes. Yep. 100%.
Shout out the Wonder Years.
I am the biggest Beatles truther you will ever find. Joe Cocker's version of Help from My Friends is
better.
Way better than Ringo Starr's. The whole version is.
This is a great song.
It's a wonderful song.
I do know the female.
You do know the female?
Yeah.
Who?
Deborah Messing.
No.
That was
Deborah Winger.
Wait a minute. I was going to do Kim Carnes. Jennifer Warnes.
Jennifer Warnes is absolutely yes. That's well done. That's a tough one.
Oh, she's Jeannie in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's Jennifer Grey. So, anyways, not only a joke, but he also, You Are So Beautiful.
Yeah, that's
he just had that scratchy,
rasp
yeah, the rasp. It was very important, right?
The world may not appreciate Joe Cocker, but we do.
We appreciate Joe Cocker in this.
Can I put the
Yeah,
music
okay.
back
Yeah, I
in?
was going to ask if you could do that. Okay. The Padres and Giants will play a 2-game series April 29th and 30th at Estadio Alfredo Arpalu. That is the first Major League regular season games played in Mexico City.
Okay.
A city in Mexico. True story. Leonardo DiCaprio has said goodbye to his longtime girlfriend, Camilla Morone, or Maroney. She just turned 25, and there's an ongoing internet theory that Leo DiCaprio, there's a shelf life. Real quick, and I know this.
Will Leo ever settle down and get married? I say no.
Here's the thing.
Like, he's the ultimate playboy.
Ultimate playboy. Like, all-time ultimate playboy, right? Here's my deal. I'm just asking. Oh, sorry, my dad loves Joe Cocker.
Wow, did you just say?
I slandered my dad. I thought my dad hated Joe Cocker.
Awful.
Somebody growing up hated Joe Cocker that I knew, and I thought it was my dad. Okay, well, I'll have to find that one.
Joe Cocker's a legend.
What is the appeal of Leo DiCaprio? I'm not saying he's bad looking. I'm not saying he shouldn't have appeal.
He's a very good looking.
Isn't Brad Pitt 50 times better looking than Leonardo? Well, isn't
I think so.
Chris Hemsworth the Thor guy?
But Leo has this swag to him.
What is it with him? All I ever
I don't know.
see
He's never tried to pick up on me, so I can't really get too far into that.
Cologne?
I don't think so, man.
Probably more than that.
I think it's his like Leo aura.
Oh, that could be. I didn't even think. I didn't even think about that. Does he have the Milton Burlesque reputation? Is that what? I don't know what it is, but it's always fascinating.
Simone put it perfectly in the head. He's just got it. Some people just have this it factor about them that you like can't define. I don't have it clearly.
I do.
You do,
but I can't even describe it.
That's the point.
Simone will back it up. If there's an it, you know those ice cream sandwiches?
Yeah,
that's it. It's it.
Yeah, no, there's like Leo, and then you're like a notch, maybe
below. My wife, my wife outkicked her coverage, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you sure outkicked.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Today's National Eat Outside Day. I don't think I will.
Out of protest?
And I'm going to skip through because I want to do celebrity birthdays here. It's National South Carolina Day. I don't think I will.
Nah, the show me state.
Every time. Takes me off. Today is National Matchmaker Day. I don't think I will either.
Matchmaker, let's make a match.
And National Franchise Appreciation Day. I assume that's for Finally, National Trail Mix Day.
Trail Mix.
Fan or not a fan?
No.
Fan.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I hate raisins.
If you put whatever. You put
I like to make a snack mix.
You know what I like? I like with the M&Ms are great.
Yes.
But with the peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups in there.
Okay.
Or peanut butter chips. Oh, it's just.
I like Jason Ross's trail mix of buttered popcorn with peanut M&Ms.
It is kind of like the Ross. It's the Ross mix.
Oh yeah.
That's why I knew you.
I've got an expanded one. I got a way bigger selection than that.
Yeah, really.
I'll bring it in.
You should bag them up.
I'll bag them up.
Celebrity birthday.
Celebrity birthday time.
Yeah.
On this last day of August. Pour one out for August. August 31st.
We haven't had an August, by the way, since 2021, and we're not going to have another one until 2023.
Also, only August 31st of the year. Make sure it's a good one.
That's a good point.
Oddly, you brought this name up.
I
but
did.
He's celebrating a birthday. Did you know this?
What?
Richard Gere.
I did not know that.
Old
No.
Dick Gere.
Richard Gere. It's
Ricky.
Bobby.
75. Hey, Jay.
Are you there?
He's checking his phone.
No, I'm getting.
He's looking at birthday.
He's 77.
What are
you getting? You were looking at your phone.
I'm getting emails
from work.
Yes.
Oh, can you tell us what they are?
Yeah, it's about this show. It's not about this show.
Okay. That was going to end the whole segment.
Yep.
How old is he?
77.
I said 75.
He is 73.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
he is. And those rumors, by the way, not true.
What rumors?
About Richard Gere.
That he's a pretty woman.
That he colors his hair.
Okay. Chris Tucker.
Friday.
Chris Tucker.
Smokey.
Also Rush Hour fame.
Yeah, true. All of them.
Chris Tucker is 50. You wouldn't think so. He looks really
today.
young. Yeah, but he's 50.
Tuck is 49.
They're close personal friends.
You went 49?
Yeah.
That's just
that means he has to be 50 or older
so
for you to win.
janky. Yeah.
He is 51.
Yeah. That's right. I'm
See
the
what
best
else
at this
Carmichael
game.
did. Lawrence or Larry Fitzgerald. Great receiver. Wide receiver. One of the greatest of all time.
Happy 40th birthday.
Oh, big one. 40.
To Larry
Fitzgerald.
J. Fitzgerald.
39.
Oh, wow. This is close. He went right under you again. 39 is correct answer.
I think as a rule, you should have to answer at least 5 years off of me.
I don't think that rule should apply ever.
All right.
Garbage.
You're garbage.
Deborah, but most know her as Debbie.
Winger?
Debbie Gibson.
Oh.
80s sensation.
Little Debbie.
I always get lost in her eyes. Yeah.
She has great snacks.
She does. Little Debbie Gibson.
Mhm.
Great snacks. The Nutty Bars.
Oh,
good.
God. Gotta get one.
Debbie Gibson is 59.
I'm gonna say Debbie Gibson is 58.
Wow, he's doing 52 for Debbie Gibson.
So lame.
Hideo Nomo.
Oh, Hideo.
Nomo.
1995
Nomo.
Rookie of the Year, Hideo Nomo.
Nomo. That's the end of
Okay,
Phil
that I
Collins
might
song.
have to dub.
Why? That's what I know all the time. It's amazing. Sing along. I put
No, me, oh.
What?
What is that?
Hideo Nomo is 50. Congratulations.
No,
Hideo.
Hideo Nomo's 49.
He is 54.
Sucker.
All right, time for one more.
Nomo.
Coach Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin is 77.
Tom Coughlin is 80.
Oh, Jay, if you had played your game, you would have done it. He's 76.
I won the whole thing.
All of them.
For Jason and for Jay and for the new guy. We'll see.
Nate.
Jim Rowe. Bye-bye.
You want more Kings coverage?
Sactown Sports 1140's giving it to you.
You know, you'll be watching and thinking, man, like, I guess Keegan, he's maybe not as good today. And then you look up and he's got, 12 and 8, and it's